Hello, Luca. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Hello, Ken. How are you as well? Hope we're all good. I'm excited. We're almost at the weekend. Weekend. Oh my god. 100%. I almost said Friday. I really want it to be Friday. Oh, I want it to be Friday so bad. But no, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Oh, hope everybody had a good week. Work has been meh. So, I'm a little bit frazzle-dazzled. But we are here. I am good. And we're going to play some games. A lot of reading in this game, which I'm like, I hope my voice doesn't die. And also, I was dawdling, but it was totally not my fault that I was just chilling, and then all of a sudden, look at the time, and it was 7:02, and I was like, where did the time go? So I'm not prepared. That's my excuse for the day. I'm not prepared. Yeah, we're literally reading so much, but it's so creepy. Something is happening in this company, and I want to know what it is. I can't wait until, like, I don't know if it's going to be like this the entire game, or we get a little bit of freedom to, like, move around and stuff, but it's, currently really interesting. People are dying, I think. We're hearing screaming in the background, and it's based on what we say, but I promise you I haven't said anything bad, and I'm not, like, enjoying that other people are dying, you know? I only like it when they die because of by my hand and not by somebody else's hand, apparently. I do not shy away from murder, but I only like it when I do it. Oh god, it's so bad. But yeah, really interesting. I like the text. I like the choices you have to make. Like, I think it would be obviously way better if the, what's it called? If the entire game was, like, voiced, but, that takes money and effort and all that. They should just hire me. I'll do it. I'll read it in my Australian accent. What could possibly go wrong? But no, it's very interesting. I want to see what more puzzles and stuff. Like, the horror element's already starting, which I'm, like, amazed at. I love it. I've never played a game like this before. And it's not my usual type of game, but I am enjoying it. I hope you guys like me reading. Hopefully, like, for those of you who like to fall asleep to my streams, hopefully it helps you. It's like a little bedtime story, you know? Hi, man. Can't wait for you to voice every character. I know, right? Given the fact that the voices will literally sound exactly the same, because I have no range. It's literally just me. I could do maybe 2. I can have my normal speaking voice. This is my, like, professional voice. And then I have my, like, friendly voice. Or my voice when I want something, you know? So I can do 2. And that's it. I could do a deep voice. A man's voice. Wouldn't that be amazing? Sound like a man. I want to voice that, what's his name? Mr. Bogard. What could go wrong? Do I have a talking to parents voice, talking to partner voice? No, I don't. Depends on what mood I'm in. I have my professional voice, which is like this. Like, I depends. If I'm, like, supposed to be serious and get people to take me seriously, this is how I would talk, especially at work. But then when I'm around my friends, my voice is, like, a little higher, a little bit whinier, I guess. So I guess that's the difference. But I talk to my parents like that as well. People take you seriously? I know, it's insane. I don't know why they do that. You're not bad though. Oh yeah, how's your shoulder, Matt? Is it better? What did the doctor say? How did your ultrasound go? Oh, did you have an ultrasound? You did have an ultrasound. What did the doctor say? But yeah, I think that's the difference, right? I think you guys can, if I'm tired, maybe my voice gets like a little bit monotoned. But if I'm really excited and stuff, it gets like a really high. Kind of like this. I guess that's the only difference. And that's also if you can that's also how you know if I like you or if I like you or not. If I just be serious all the time. Not saying that if I have to use a serious voice I don't like you, but it's like whatever the situation calls for, you know? You know? Oh my god. Hi Kat, how are you doing? You have to get a steroid injection? Maybe physio. Okay, physio makes sense. Yeah, damn. That's like, shit. Right, you have to get a... Physio makes sense, because you hurt your shoulder, right? It's like a point of, like, movement. A steroid injection? What's the steroid injection for? Did they tell you, or did they just tell you that you needed one? Yeah. So, I offer voice acting services. If you don't mind that it just sounds like me, you know? Which I don't think is bad at all. I feel like my voice sometimes is too high pitched, which is why sometimes you don't hear like the very excited version of my voice, because some people think it's too high pitched and kind of annoying, so I've dialed it down a little bit, but it just slips out, you know, because it's a part of me. It's a part of me. Apparently, a fluid sac in your arm is inflamed, and a steroid injection may calm it down. Oh, okay. Oh, the fluid sac from that you saw in the ultrasound. Okay, that makes sense. At least it doesn't sound like super duper serious, you know? Which would be bad. Sorry, I am getting ready, I promise. I'm making my way. I'm making my way. What is everybody doing on the weekend? Anything fun? I'm babysitting a friend. We call it babysitting because she needs a lot of attention. I love her. I love her to death, but dear Lord, she needs a lot of attention. Her husband is doing something, I don't know, going to footy or something, and she has nobody, and she's like, I'm gonna be all alone. All alone. And we're like, do you want to come over? She's like, yes. So that's what's happening. It's not too serious. It hurts if you try to use your arm for almost anything. It still hurts your arm. Wait a minute. Like sore or hurt? Is it like sore or like sharp shooting pain? Why am I trying to diagnose you over stream? Like what? I'm sorry. What is happening right now? I'm just nosy, honestly. Sorry. This is not the song that I thought it was. I'm almost ready. I am moving. I'm not just sitting here. Oh god, it's so bad. Okay. Very good. I'm on my way. We're well on our way. Speaking of XG, yes. What? If you stretch, it's a bad ache. If you use it to lift any sort of weight above shoulder height, it does hurt. Oh no, it's terrible. Well, hopefully the injection will get rid of the sack. Now, Oz dates have been announced. Do you have any updates on their CEO? Remember when you were like, their CEO is, you know, whatever. Was there any updates on that? Is he in jail now? He stood himself down and left? No! Wait, was it tax fraud? What was it again? Oh man, that makes me so sad. I know he had to. I know. Like, realistically, you don't want it to, like, impact the girls at all, so you obviously have to, like, leave, right? But still. Okay, almost done. They're Simon-less. Now that makes me so sad. He was so good to them. Oh, I hope he was obviously as good as he was. Their shows are 12th of October in Melbourne and 14th of October in Sydney. Wait, 12th October as in the Monday? Like, PAX weekend? Because that's PAX weekend. You should already be in Melbourne. Or at least I think that's PAX weekend. Yeah. You're already in Melbourne. Go to the Melbourne. Or both. Or both is good. Why not? Stay one extra day, you know? What is this song? Oh my god, I'm still in love with The Pit, guys. It's terrible. I'm so obsessed with that show, even though I still haven't seen it, but it's overtaking my life. The sad rat boy of a character. I love him. Okay, I think I have micro bangs now, babes. You were... Wait, hold on. Famous code pod up, wait, up, down, left, right, AB. Is it an AB or is it BA? You're planning on leaving Monday, but you might stay another day. Would you come to the Sydney show? Oh, I don't know how. It depends on how much the tickets are. Like, I like XG, right? But also at the same time, I don't know all their songs. And I told myself I would never buy tickets to see another person where, oh no, then no, I'm sorry, thanks for the invite. I told myself I would never do that to myself again. Oh my god. I think I'm ready, y'all. I think I'm ready. Depends. Eee! Hi, everyone! Oh my god, what the fuck is happening with my hair? Oh, 150? That's XY. Let me fix my hair a little bit. Yeah, no, I appreciate the invite, but I told myself I was never gonna do that again because, hi, Fatal, what the hell? Good morning? Isn't it like 3 a.m. over there? What the heck? Oh, 5 a.m.'s not too bad, says me. Oh my god. But yeah, I went to, so I went to, my first ever concert was the 1975, and I knew like 3 songs. And it was fine because I had a friend with me and we like basically gossiped outside while listening to the music, and it was good. It was good, you know? And then I went, there was another concert that I went to that I can't even remember. And I just didn't vibe. I knew like 0 songs. And I was just like, I knew like 2 songs I was really excited for. And then the rest of the time I was just like, well, this is it. And then since then, I told myself I'm never going to go to a concert of a person where I don't basically know every single song. So, love XG. I do. I love their songs, but I don't know, like, I only know like 4 tracks, I think. So, but I think you would really enjoy it. And I am very happy for you, and I'm very excited for you. Do you know the dates of when I'm down in Melbourne yet? I will most likely be heading down on Thursday. So I'll get there Thursday night. And then I probably will leave Monday. Maybe. So. Yes, I will be sitting in my friend's car. I cannot call it driving down because I'm personally not driving. So. Yippee! I know it is kind of gross, but I'm gonna have like props and stuff, so I don't know. Me and my mate did it the first time we went. Nope, never again. It wasn't too bad because I wasn't driving. We didn't sleep. We just like chatted the entire time, so it was nice. It was nice to spend some time with friends, you know. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, I think I'll probably most likely do that again. You didn't drive either, but it was still shit. No, yeah, it's definitely not as good as a flight, right? But also the flights are quite expensive at that time, so I cannot justify, you know. Especially if I'm gonna be making the trip like every year now. The drive back sucks, yeah. Yes. Hi, Dave. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. I didn't drive back last time. I had to fly because I had a client meeting on the Monday. So my friends all like drove back and I was like, goodbye. But yeah, so this time I'll probably make the drive back. I don't know. It really depends on work. You're doing good, Dave. It's good. I'm good. Today's been a little bit of a rough day, you know, but not too bad. You stayed back the extra day or something. Yeah. I left on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure, because I had a client meeting on the Monday. So, yeah, it's not too bad, Dave. It's not too bad. Work is just being a little bit of a butt. I'm a little bit unmotivated. It's not the best. But hey, tomorrow's a new day. If tomorrow's shit, then it's the weekend. Oh, and it's a long weekend. Monday's a public holiday. And I'm really, really excited for it. I think I'm going to go over to a friend's house and craft because I need to make my weapon for cosplay for July. And I'm scared I'm not going to get it done, you know? Like, same here if I'm honest. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that too. It sucks. Like, ooh, John, thank you so much for the sub. How are you doing? Hello, Meep as well. Hello. How are you guys? How's work? How's life? How's training? How's all that? Your day of emergence is this weekend? What is your day of emergence? Where are you emerging from? Your house? Is that your like... I just assume like you've been in your house for like months and you're like, it's my day. I got to go out. Oh, when you were born, it's your birthday. I'm sorry. Happy birthday for this weekend. Oh my god. That's how much that's how much of an introvert I am. I'm like, maybe Fatal, like me, hasn't been outside the house in forever. But happy birthday, Fatal, for this weekend. I won't get to see you, but I'll be thinking of you. Smash is only less than 3 months away. No biggie. Don't say that. I don't have a second cosplay for Smash. I was gonna be Mau Mau from Apothecary Diaries, but I decided against it. I don't want to do it anymore. And now I'm cosplayless for the second day of Smash. It's terrible. You just got home, John, from work. You're good. How are you? How have you been? I've been good. I've been alright. Been struggling a little bit, but not too bad. Not too bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. But yeah, just mental health, you know. That seasonal depression really gets you at every season. And we're heading into autumn, so it's like, hello, did you miss me? Even though I haven't really like been gone, but you know. That's me when I leave the house, if I'm honest. Yeah, you're like, my day of emergence has arrived. Very true, you are hermit mode. Me too. How many languages can you speak? I speak English. I speak Mandarin fluently. I can speak these two fluently, and I can speak a little bit of Korean. I'm currently doing Duolingo. Everyone in my family is doing Duolingo, and it's so good. It's so funny. I'm doing pretty well, actually. I'm really bad at memorizing vocabulary, but I read Korean just fine, and, you know, I know sentence structure and I know everything. It's just like the vocabulary is so hard. I forget everything, you know? Well, second to last, Mandarin. Chinese, Mandarin, not Cantonese. That one's. You hoped I speak Japanese. I know like 2 Japanese words, maybe, if that. I used to know more because I watched a lot of anime. Such a weeb, you know. I gotta speak Spanish. I gotta learn Spanish so I can keep being an idiot in chat, but now in my native language. Spanish? Oh god. I feel like I think my friend really wants me to learn Spanish because she knows Spanish and her like native language is Spanish, and she speaks Spanish all the time. And like we've picked up little words like bueno. I say that a lot because she's always like saying like no bueno. What else have I picked up? She says like sí for yes, so we kind of started saying sí. And then every time we answer the phone now, we say hola. It's really like we just, because you're trying to learn Japanese, me Duolingo. I'm very happy for you though. I feel like learning a new language is so exciting and I love doing it. I've been like learning Korean on and off for a while now. And I say, like, I just want to humble brag a little bit. One of my friends who is Korean was like, wow, your pronunciation's actually really on point. And I'm like, thank you. You know, I was like, thank you. Wait, what? That was the second? I only know 3 languages. I only know 3. I know English, I know Chinese, or like Mandarin Chinese, and then I know Korean, and that's it. I don't have any more. But she'll be happy that she's rubbing off on you. I'm sure she will, Oz. I'm sure she will be. And then she was just like, oh, I can't believe you're not learning Spanish for me. And I'm like, well, you don't teach me, so how am I supposed to learn it, you know? You can teach me all the swear words, the most important stuff of learning any new language. Yeah, not the alphabet, not sentence structure, just the swear words, right, Dave? Oh my god. This Colombian couple that I used to work with kept calling me, but I apparently It was apparently endearing, but I don't trust them. Oh my god. You know Gold Coast dialect too? What is Gold Coast dialect? Oh my god. I'm the same with Japanese on and off, but my Japanese friends are like, you say it really well. I know! When somebody compliments you, you're like, oh, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, so I think I'm doing really well. I am, like, currently learning about hometown and, like, parents, which I already know. Like, in Korean, I already know, like, what mom and dad and, like uncle and everything is like, and like grandparents, but it's the hometown that kind of gets me, you know. 3 languages is already insane. I can barely speak 2. Even 1 is a struggle. I've been awake for long enough. Have you heard me read English, bro? I always like to say that I speak like my fluent languages, not fluent. I struggle. Ugh. Nice. Have China, Vietnam as secondary and third language on Twitter. And your second and third most used language. Oh my god. Look at all of us. So multilingual. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Even if you're making an effort to learn something, I'm very proud of you. Keep going. Where do I put my phone? But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Living here really helps, so I can order stuff at Starbucks and restaurants now. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. That's so good. I definitely living there helps. I'm glad that you can like go out and do stuff, you know? I know English in Australia. That totally counts. That totally counts. You know how like we have so much slang in Australia that when we go to other English speaking countries, they're like, what the heck? Especially our accents as well. Just doesn't make sense. Sometimes I even hear people talk and I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Not gonna say that they're like bogan, but maybe it's the bogan people. You know how to make coffee? That's nice. I don't know how to make coffee. You know how to make coffee with like the coffee machine? Because I'm always super impressed when people can do that. Hyper specific slang, yeah, hyper. When you speak with the tradie, not saying that tradies are bogan, but very, very, you know, specific slang and accent. And they all talk like that, so I guess as an outsider, not a tradie, you know. Y'all don't export it enough. I watch NCIS Sydney to keep abreast of the lingo. I've never seen that word before. Breast. Breast. I'm joking. What do I do to keep up with the lingo? TikTok, mainly. I doom scroll on TikTok so much. It's so bad, but I can't stop. I've never seen that word before. For the longest, I didn't know McDonald's was Macca's in Australia. In Australian, yes. Macca's. I call it Mackies, but then also I call it Nuggies. I think that's just a me thing. We have Macca's. What's another slang word? Oh god, I don't even know. There's like common ones that people like say that it's slang, but I personally have never used that. Like servo. I've never used servo as a real word. I always say petrol station. That's the only one I can think of. I don't know. What do you guys call Starbucks? We just call it Starbucks. I don't think there is a slang word. My friends were visiting and asked how to make eggs. We decided to teach each other in friend circle how to make food. That's so cute, though. That's so cute. Bottle-o? Okay. I don't think I've personally ever used bottle-o, but I have heard somebody use bottle-o. Crikey probably doesn't get used. No. Crikey, we don't use crikey. That's another one where people are like, oh. People say like, hello, mate. And I'm like, okay, calm down, you know? Shrimp on the Barbie? I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that other than non-Australians. I don't want to keep up with the lingo, but the lingo chases after me. Why the hell do I know what Riz and... What the frick is mogging? What is mogging? I'm getting lingo mogged. Lingo mogged on a daily basis. What is mogging? Japan call it Starbucks? Oh, really? Yeah, we just call it Starbucks. Don't learn it. I kind of want to know that you mention it. You know what confused me for the longest time? The thing that confused me for the longest time is 6'7". I got so confused. I was like, why is everybody all of a sudden saying 6'7"? And it's kind of just like average. And I'm like, yeah, okay. That makes sense. But people keep like laughing at it. I'm like, it's a legitimate term though. From Google, mogging is an internet slang term popular on TikTok and looks maxing. I've seen the word looks maxing a lot, but I don't know what it is. It means to dominate our class looks significantly better than someone, especially in terms of physical appearance. Oh. Okay. You're still confused on 6'7". There's no meaning 6'7". It confuses me. 6'7" confuses me because the thing is, like, in my mind, when people are like, well, when people laugh at when somebody says 6'7", it doesn't mean anything. But like the person that I saw in the context, it was just like when you rate something and they're like, oh, 6 or 7. It's kind of like average, you know? That's like how I took it. But people are just like, oh, 6'7", and I'm like, that makes no sense. Sister's kid, they said they get detention if they try anything with the 6'7" me. They should. They should. They should get detention. It's just like, it makes me so confused because like it doesn't make sense and it's not even funny. It's just like somebody saying the word like rock and they're like, oh, you said rock, oh my god, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? But if it's a meme that's actually funny and, you know, it makes sense, I'd be like, yeah. So that really confused me about 6'7". Maybe, you know, maybe I don't get it, but that's okay. But mugging, though, never heard of it. And also looks maxing. I know what that means, but like, what do you do to looks max? Just like hygiene, groom yourself, choose a hairstyle that suits you, makeup, I don't know. Anytime the kids want time out, they do the 670. That's like malicious compliance. They're like, the more the older people do it, 6'7" with that. Yeah, because it's not cool anymore. It's only cool when the younger people do it, and the older people are confused, and the younger people can like laugh. Dave. Oh my god. Oh, it makes me so confused, but yeah, I mostly get things off of TikTok. I haven't gone into the look maxing side of it, and I kind of want to stay out of that for as like rock up is a thing, like you show up, or is there a different meaning to rock up now? I'm currently still on the pit side of TikTok. I'm on my TikTok is filled with the pit. Every single video is about that goddamn show. And every like 4th video is about the ship that I'm currently shipping. It's called Huckle Robbie and it's so cute. I love it. That has literally consumed my life for the past 3 weeks. It's so bad, but it's getting me through this time, this hard time in my life. And I just want to say thank you to the pit. What ship in the pit? It's just so stupid. It's so dumb. It's 2 characters. One of them in season 1 was a medical student, year 4 medical student, and the other one is an attending, which HR problem. But people just ship them, and I ship them because they're so cute, and I love it. One of the young one's name is Dennis Whitaker, and the older guy is what's his name? Michael Rabinovich. Anyway, I remember when 6-7 started being a thing. There was an American school bus from base in front of me out in traffic out in town. There was Japanese school kids on the sidewalk walking by the bus, just swinging their hands to American school kids in the bus about 6-7. You can see American hands out the window doing the same thing. You just hear them yelling 6-7. I kind of like that they can kind of like communicate with each other, even though it's the dumbest thing. Hello, Alex. That moment when you accidentally take a 3-hour nap, wake up at 3 a.m., and then almost immediately go shower and eat a snack. What snack was it, though? Was it good? That post-nap snack has to be the best. But hello, how are you doing? Good morning, I guess. At 3 a.m. But, yes. That is my... I bet it is just a bunch of kids yelling at a whole nother bunch of kids out the window. It was a bowl of crunchy Cheetos. Ooh. Just nothing else. Just Cheetos. Does Cheetos taste like anything? Or is it just like flavorless? I've never had Cheetos before. I hardly eat cereal. But yes. The Pit. Especially, what's that guy's name? The guy who plays Dennis Whitaker. Garen. Whatever his last name is. He is so cute as Dennis. He always looks so sad, and it's like... I keep seeing the meme. You know, the meme of the cartoon duck, and the duck is like pointing to himself and is super sad. Yeah, that's what I see. Oh, that is literally Dennis Whitaker in a picture. It's so cute. Depend on, do you have respectful food quality in country or not? Moments I wish I recorded, but I hadn't been there because you can't make this shit. I believe you, John. I totally believe you. I can see that happening. I can imagine it. Something reminds me of when I try to wake up one of the sister's kids and they sit up, put their face to the clock, say what they doing, and then turn back the time I want. Have you been watching The Pit? I have not. I have not seen a single episode of The Pit. And I am obsessed. I've seen enough clips that I know basically what's going on, but I have not seen it. I don't want to watch it. This is the thing that's been happening to me. I didn't know The Pit was a thing until I saw on, I think, TikTok, there was a fan art. There was a fan art little comic of the ship. And I didn't know it was from a TV show. I thought they were original characters, like that this person like created their own story. And I was like, oh, this is so cute. And then I kept seeing like different versions or different artists and their fan art of the same couple. And I got really confused. I was like, oh, wait, if this is their original character, how does this other person also make fan art of the person's original character? And I got really confused. And then what happened? And then I stumbled upon a video or an edit of Robbie basically manhandling Dennis, and I was like, hold on, this is the original characters from that one comic that I saw. And I was like, wait, it's a TV show? And that edit was so good. Immediately from that like one video, I was like, I ship them. I don't know who they are. I don't know what context this is in. Like, I ship them so much. And that's when I started going down the rabbit hole. And then I know that they're not together in the show because huge HR problem, right? And I was just like, I want to watch the show. I heard that they won Emmys. I heard that they won several awards. I know it's super good. Everybody online says it's super good, but in my brain, I'm like, if I watch the show, it would confirm that they aren't together, and I don't think I can take that right now. I'm very vulnerable. I'm very emotionally vulnerable right now because of the shit that I have to go through at work. I just want a little bit of happiness, and the ship gives me happiness, and watching the show will not. So yes, that is my reason why I'm so obsessed with the show, but I haven't seen it yet. I will watch it because I know it's very good. From what I have seen, I know it's very good, but I need to be a little bit emotionally protected, you know. I'm too vulnerable. I can't. I think if I watch it right now and I'm like in my brain, like the show is telling my brain like, oh, they're never gonna get together, I will have like a mental breakdown. I saw that one clip at the end of season 2. That broke my heart. I couldn't. I'll tell you all about it. Okay, stupid question of the day first. Would you rather have no chairs, couches, or anywhere to sit in your house or your job? Wait, what? So as either at my house or my job. What if my job is at my house? I work from home. So I assume my job, because I can go to the office once a day, and I think I can, you know. Did I misread it? Would you rather have no chairs, couches, or anywhere to sit on at your house or your job? Yeah. Wait, is the choices at your... Wait a minute. Is the choices... Is the choice house or job or chairs, couches, or anywhere to sit? I feel like chairs, couches, and anywhere to sit is not a really good choice. Hey, give me the... If you work from home, then it's a 2-for-1 sale. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know what the choice is anymore. My wrong interpretation, would you rather have nowhere to sit or be jobless? Would you rather have no... Oh, that is not how I read it. Would you rather have no chairs, couches, or anywhere to sit? Wait, no chairs, couches, or anywhere to sit at your house or your job. No, I'm correct, right? Alex, please tell me I'm correct. Yeah, you have to choose. Either you have nowhere to sit in your house or nowhere to sit at your job. And I only... Yeah, thanks, Alex. Because why would I... Oh my god. Me questioning everything. I work from home most of the day, so I'm gonna pick at my job. So I go to the office and I'll have one day where I have nowhere to sit, and then for other days I will stay at home and I will have somewhere to sit. Is that a loophole? When did work from home start? Like COVID. Or when I joined the company like 2 years ago. Me questioning everything Addie as soon as she wakes up every morning. Oh, don't say that, it's too real. Oh, it's too real. It's been forever. I've worked from home basically since I started working. But, yes. You had no idea? You thought I always had to go into Nope. I used to go twice a week because I wanted to, but work sucks right now, so I only go once a week. Just to see my friends and gossip and stuff, which is great. And we go out to, like, have some food and things like that, which is really fun. But yeah, I don't have to go to the office. Thank God. Oh my god, I could not do it. I could not go to the office every day. Yeah, I would be. Oh, I can't believe it. We could have been community gaming, although no, technically, I still have to do my job. I still have to do my job. It just means when I'm at home, I can do like laundry sometimes, or I could just like chill, you know, and it's nice. But no gaming for me. Speaking of working from home, here in the US at least, it's actually a much better option to work from home. Less time and money spent on commuting and more on work, even with the pay bonus some companies offered. Yeah, so apparently productivity doesn't decrease when you work from home and actually increases, which is great. And I really like it. I don't think my company would ever force people to go into the office just because, one, we don't have the office space. And also, people live quite far away from where the office is located, so I'm very happy. I'm happy. My job is living life. The military would never. Imagine the military worked from home. Oh my god. Unless venture capital buys a company. Yeah. I hope not. I think the moment that they force us to go into the company 5 days a week, I will be resigning. Imagine, let's speak it to existence, please. Imagine if the military worked from home and you just see people drive tanks back to their house. Imagine accidentally interacting in an online meeting as if they're chatting on your stream. Thanks, chat. Oh, God. Is that meme of people like talking IRL as if they were talking to chat, but like unironically, you know? Stream yourself working. Don't think you've forgotten that infographic you told us about you made for work but didn't want to show us because it contained protected data. There's still time. Okay. Oh god. I can't believe you still remember that infographic. It's been forever, Dave. You guys would not like my work. It's so boring. I mean, I find it interesting, but I also like only work a couple of hours because I get everything done really fast and I'm just like, well, I'm done. I will never show you protected data. I would be fired so fast. They trust people to stop leaking stuff on Discord with military. Wait, work from home, military. Wait, don't tell me the military uses Discord. Stop it right now. Discord is not private. Did you play The Sims 1 or 2 back in the day? I don't think so. Did I play The Sims? I played The Sims on somebody else's computer. I don't remember which Sims it was. It was quite early though, but I didn't own The Sims. Yeah. I think I tried playing it on my Mac. Was it a real copy of The Sims or did I get it from the seas? I don't remember. I've been asking for a work stream for like 15 years now. He always says no, and I shall continue to say no. Oh, trust me, guys, it's so boring. Don't admit that on camera. Ah, it's fine. If they want to fire me, they can. Legitimately, like, I'm like, yes, whatever. It's really been forever, and you know what's fucked? I can't remember any more things that happened like a month ago. Stupid infographic is keeping my memory hostage. Why? Why, Dave? Why specifically the infographic? It's such a random piece of information that you remember. I don't even remember I told you guys about that. That people leak military documents and arguments about military sim games on Discord and Reddit. Oh, what the heck? As the military type who go into chat rooms for games like War Thunder and try the know you are wrong here. Stop! They do that? Why? That's crap. What the fuck? That's crazy and fucked. That is crazy and fucked. That's crazy. Oh my god. I work with data. You know, you're not supposed to give out any data. And that's why no infographic for you guys. Because I don't want to get fired, you know? Even though I literally just said, yeah. I do it a lot. Absolutely random Adora lore that apparently my brain thought it was essential for my survival as an individual for some reason. You will remember that infographic for the rest of your life now, Dave. Oh my god. Do you guys know does anybody else remember any absurd Adora lore? Oh, I hate that term. I'm not important enough to have a lore. But yeah, that's so strange and random and I love it. That's crazy. It happens at least a dozen times. Discord, that's like, first of all, Discord's not private. So if you leak any information onto it, or if you are in a Discord and you leak information, that information can be used for whatever because it's not private, you know? There was a guy a few years ago debating on Discord about War Thunder. Man, it's locked up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Adora Lush is 4'8". I'm not 4'8". You know what this feels like, Fatal? You know, like how like some celebrities have like a wiki page, a Wikipedia page, and then like they go and correct the fact, but then the next time they check it, the fact's like been reverted. That's what I feel like this is. I keep telling you guys I'm like 5'1", and Fatal's just like, nah, she's 4'8". That is absolutely right, Alex. I am 7'3". It's true. It's true. NCIS pulled up at his house and was like, NCIS, open up. And he's like, what? I was just arguing with some kids online. Oh my god. It always comes back to NCIS. Next episode. What was that last time on NCIS Sydney? You thought we were done? Oh my god, NCIS is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It just exists. NCIS, no children in school. How am I supposed to get myself on a show? You guys start a petition, man. They don't even know who I am. I can't get myself on a TV show. Have you seen my acting skills, bro? It's not good. It's not good. It's very bad. It's so bad. Just rock up to and get arrested. I feel like I would be a great serial killer, didn't you guys think? I think I'm a really, really good serial killer. I'd be like, well, what kind of serial killer would I be? I'd be that lady that's like pretends to be the victim, and then you find out at the end of the episode or end of the season or end of like mid-season finale or something, and you find out like she's the evil one, and you're like, oh my god, I want to be that. You volunteered to be my first victim? Oh my god. Thank you. Ah. I feel like the killer from Wolf Creek, the one that tracks people down on highways? You know I can't drive. You're like that redhead lady from The Rookie. Oh, what's her name? Oh my god. Not the lawyer, right? The, what's her name? I can't remember. The one that died. I think it would be an amazing serial killer. Yeah. Now, speaking of TV shows, what kind of character would I like to play? Any, or am I stuck with serial killer? Oh, do I actually get a choice, or are you guys just gonna be like, yeah, when Adora gets on TV, she's gonna be a serial killer, guys? That's gonna be her typecast, serial killer. The one who finds lost people in the outback who brings them back to your cabin. The lawyer has to go. She's been around for so long. Oh my god, if you guys know about The Rookie, oh my god. Wesley's ex-wife, man, she's been around for too long. I like her. Her character's great, but story-wise, she needs to go. That was a good movie, by the way. Wolf Creek, you recommend. It's based on a true thing. True person. What character would I like to play? Well, currently I'm obsessed with the Pit, so I want to be a doctor on the Pit. You already I didn't pigeonhole myself. I didn't do anything. Adora will play Elijah Stone's wife who comes back for revenge. Yo, that would be so... I don't know, man. I don't feel like I would... Maybe. Actually, that would be really funny if I was Elijah Stone's wife. Also, can I just say the Elijah Stone storyline? I don't know. I feel like they're half-assing it at the moment. I'd be a great pediatrist. What's a pediatrist? Is that a children's doctor? Am I going insane? Because there's also one called podiatrist. Is that the same thing? No. One's a foot doctor, I think. And one's a children's doctor. They're two different things. I think. Spelling different? Anyway, I can't. Yeah, I don't know. TV show wise, I'm also really short, so we have to take that into consideration, you know? Like, I don't think I would do well in, like, any sort of romance situation. I don't think I can hide, like, I don't think my acting skills are good enough to hide my facial expressions of, like, just, you know. Children's doctor is something different. Podiatrist? Wait, what's children's doctor? Wait, hold on. Pediatrist? Podiatrist. Are they two different things? The same thing? Really short, you say, remember. Pediatrician is a pediatrist. Is pediatrician? I'm confused. Actors are short. Not all of them. Some of them are really tall. Maybe they can put me on an Apple box, you know? Against so many people. I'm going to need an Apple box with everyone. Pediatrician. Pediatrician, the children's doctor. Podiatrist is the foot doctor, right? Tom Cruise is famously short. How short is Tom Cruise? I like how that's the second search. He's not that short. He's like 1.7 meters. Average. Podiatrist is foot doctor. Yeah, pediatrician, children's doctor. Podiatrist, foot doctor. Thank you. That's what I thought. Adora would be shocked how many actors are at her very low height. Tom Cruise is not short. He's like average. Danny DeVito is short. I do know that. I like how that's also the second search. I just put in Danny and that's it. Oh my god, I'm taller than Danny DeVito. Oh my god, I'm happy. I do not look up to Danny. No. Danny DeVito allegedly is either 4 foot 10 inches or 5 foot. I don't know. Google AI is telling me a thing. Oh wait, hold on, they're the same height. 1.52 meters, which is equally 4 foot 10 and 5 foot for some reason. I am 5'1", so we would be eye to eye. I think I'm actually 5 centimeters taller, but anyway. You're 5'7", which is short compared to guy friends. 5'7" is 1.7, right, meters? Oh god, height mogging. Stop it. Is the AI wrong? Yeah, probably. Oh, apparently IMDb says Danny DeVito is 4'9". I look. Who really knows how tall this person is? You're 5 foot in shoes? I will wear heels and I would be taller than 5'1". How exciting. We actually measured because my sister, my housemate, and our friend were like, who's taller? And I'm actually taller out of all of them by like 1 centimeter for like some of us. And I think we're all like 1 centimeter shorter than each other, but I must say I am taller, which is 5'1", not that tall. But yes, apple boxes for me. Apple boxes, everybody. Apple boxes. I would love to be, I don't know. I would love to be in a crime show, not as a serial killer. Just like a procedural like crime show, like The Rookie, or like Bones, or like, you know, a Criminal Minds. Oh my god, I love Criminal Minds so much. So good. Excuse me, what? I am the tallest. Mob boss would be cool. You'd be the dead body the cops find out. No, I don't want to be a dead corpse. That's rude. That's rude. I don't want to be the dead body. I want to be an important person. Criminal Minds is so good. I'm not entirely okay with the new Criminal Minds evolution. I'm sorry, it doesn't hit the same. But Criminal Minds original TV show, oh my god, so good. Not as a serial killer, miss, you don't need to lie. If I get the chance, I obviously want to play as a serial killer. I think I'll be really happy, honestly. Write a script for Criminal Minds Sydney. I don't think Australia's ready for that. I don't think Australia's ready for Criminal Minds Sydney. You know, I was really surprised that they didn't make multiple versions. I mean, they tried to make like 2 spin-offs of Criminal Minds and it didn't work out. So, it is what it is. My friends like watching our family go shopping, like we take turns picking each other up. Is it picking each other up? You haven't watched the new Criminal Minds? You're talking about OG season? Yeah. I wouldn't say don't watch it. It is an experience. But it is an experience, you know? If you're like watching it and expecting original Criminal Minds, you'd be very disappointed. Like I was so sad. Oh my god. I was so sad. Speaking of Sydney, you know what a good movie that takes place at? The Tunnel. The Tunnel was based in Sydney? What the heck? Let me hold on. Oh, Australian found footage film. Oh my god. Monster horror. Made by non-Australians. Oh no, they're all Australians, never mind. Comprising on-location shoots of some of the city's disused tunnels, as well as public pool and Royal Australian Navy World War II air raid shelter at Garden Island. Oh, cool. Wow. I've never seen it. I don't know if I will watch it because it is horror, but I like it. This was back in 2011. It makes me sad. Yeah, I was really sad too. But new season comes out in May of the new Criminal Minds, so maybe go watch it. Maybe. But yeah, set your expectations low so you will be happy. But everybody, today we're going to continue playing Inhuman Resources. So don't know if you've missed the last stream, but this is a text-based story game that is horror. It's by an indie developer or an indie company. Yeah, so we shall play. I'm pretty sure we're already getting a man killed, and we've only just started our job. So maybe it's on brand. Maybe. But it's been really, really interesting. I'm going to be reading. Which, excuse me, and my pronunciation. So it's gonna be good. Let's hit it.
Here I go killing again.
Let's go. Okay. So, play. Okay, so basically, let me give you a recap of what has happened. We are depressed, much like IRL, but not like IRL. My character is jobless, and our auntie got us a job at her HR company, and we were going in for an interview, and when we went into it for an interview, the guy who was in our position was like crying his eyes out, being like, "Don't fire me, I will do anything to change," you know, that type of thing. But they were like, "No, we gave you enough chances, we're not going to, you know, let you keep your job, and plus we're gonna interview this guy." So we go in, and this guy's asking questions about us, like weird questions, right? And like we answer them, and then we kind of like unravel our character a little bit. Like we're kind of like tech savvy based on our choices. We become tech savvy. We're a little bit athletic and blah 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 blah. I want to make fun of Addie's height, bro. Thank you, Twitch, for the ad. And so we're in the interview, and then they're like, "Oh, if a person within the company is, for example, not getting along with co-workers, what do you think we should do?" And then we would reply, and then every time we reply, someone's getting in trouble on the other side of this like interrogation two-way, like one-way mirror glass thing. And I'm pretty sure it's the guy, like he's getting like brainwashed and stuff. And everyone who works at this company is super creepy as well. They're all like scared and smiling, and this guy is really weird. So what happened was that basically we're answering these questions, and then somebody on the other side of this like one-way mirror was like there was like rhythmic thumping and screaming, and we're just like, "Oh, excuse me?" And then there was blood on the mirror, like just blood, you know? And then our interviewer, the guy who runs the company, or I don't know if he runs the company, but like the guy who's interviewing us was like, "Is there something the matter?" "Oh, I don't know, the freaking blood on the window." So yes, this is where we are up to. So we got to make a choice now. Do you want to say, "What the hell is going on back there?" Or "You must be hallucinating"? Blood on the mirror is a sequel to Blood on the Dance Floor. That's like their backup name. So that's what's happening right now. We haven't made this choice because I'm scared that if we go, "What the hell is going on?" he's gonna kill us. So do we just like pretend that there's nothing happening and say we shake our head and must be hallucinating? And also he's not reacting. So, you know, I don't know. So, yes, this is our choice from last time that we need to figure out. While I fix my hair, there's like one piece of hair that I can see in my peripheral. Oh, it's annoying the shit out of me. Yeah, please. Get out of my way. Okay. Anyway, so really cool game. Why is there weird oils on my cream? That's really weird. Oakley dokley. So, I think I'm gonna say we must be hallucinating. We play dumb. And then when we get a chance, we get the fuck out. So, you wipe the sweat from your brow and try to control your breathing. You tell Mr. Burgard that it must be the air down here making you feel lightheaded. It feels like you keep seeing things, but none of it can be real. It can't be. Wonderful. This is my voice acting coming in. Wonderful. I'm thrilled you're willing to be so cooperative despite these distractions. And now regarding the conclusion of our conjunctual conundrum. Let's say, and I can't stress this enough, that in our aforementioned staffer is hypothetically assigned to contain a major data breach, one with consequences that could spell disaster for their company and the co-workers alike. The sensitive nature of this task requires them to exterminate or indefinitely debilitate any individuals who have witnessed this leaked information so that they become incapable of further dissemination. In this case, the information has been only accessed by two people, the employer's spouse and their prepubescent offspring. Needless to say, our employee is reluctant to perform their duty and exterminate these individuals. However, if either family member remains alive, the company stands to lose everything. Furthermore, should they refuse to tie up these proverbial loose ends, you will be required to do so in their place, as outlined in your Cinema Corp contract. In short, how do you ensure these targets perish as intended and that this data breach remains contained regardless of this problematic employee's hesitation? So now he's just outright telling us that we gotta kill people, which is very different to what we experienced. Oh my god. Beg the employer to go through with it. Killing the two people could save hundreds. If it really mattered, life and death, you kill those people yourself. No one should kill their family to burn company secrets. There has to be a better way. I don't know, man. Should we just play along? Let's play along. Maybe we serial killer and play along. The human body is a fragile thing. All it takes to break one is a perfectly mundane accident, choking on food, tripping at an awkward angle, a well-placed blade or needle in an undesirable area. You, meanwhile, are stronger than average, strong enough to make such accidents happen with relative ease. Your stomach audibly churns as you visualize ending a child's life in increasingly vivid detail. Mr. Bogard, meanwhile, goffs with approval, his machine purring like a pleased tiger as he flicks his myriad switches. As much as I approve your commitment to getting the job done, I can assure you it's unlikely for such measures to become necessary, unless you absolutely want to get hands-on, that is. We prefer to rely on our in-house exterminators whenever possible, less margin for error and all that. Plus, if we're going to build those exterminators for dirty work, we may as well give them some, especially when they're much more efficient at it than you'll ever be, no matter how impressive your physical health is. My god. Yeah, we didn't choose the computer science, so we chose answers that told us that we were a child psychologist. And that's why we don't have the computer science specialization, because we specialize in something else, which is really interesting because I wonder if having the computer science specialization, if that will like unlock more, like what other things that it will unlock. Before you can ask the giant if he plans to send those exterminators after you, his strange device starts moaning. Weird. Its monitor finally displaying your evaluation tally results. Well, this is genuinely impressive. I had high hopes for you, but this exceeds even those anticipations by considerable leaps and bounds. Most of our employees need months, if not years, of training to properly optimize our procedures while foregoing all ethical concerns. Yeah, I just kind of forgot about the ethical concerns. For you to demonstrate such dedication to efficiency without needing for orienteering. That tells me you're destined to accomplish great, terrible things at this company. Why, I barely had to make adjustments to your doppelganger engineering suggestions. Oh, what the fuck? Doppelganger engineering suggestions? Ethical concerns? Never heard of him. I was like me, I'm like, yeah, we'll kill people. That's fine. What is this doppelganger engineering suggestions? Doppelganger? Unfazed by your panic or bafflement, Mr. Bogard reaches for a nearby candlestick phone. The mouthpiece is realistically macabre? Realistically macabre. I don't know what that means. Roasting bat design make it seem like he's clutching a live pipe straw and shoving it against the cavern that is his giant mouth. We're done here. You can show them now. On the other end of the line, a reply is chirped. Obuyas hands you the phone and motions to listen in. His pure white smile looks wide enough to tear his cheeks at the seams. Except the phone. You gingerly seize the occult antique. It takes you a few tries to grasp how the winged mammal is meant to be held. Even longer for you to hold the earpiece to your head. By the time you figure it out, you wish that you hadn't. The two-way glass at the back suddenly turns transparent, revealing yet another room filled with aesthetic contradictions and logical anomalies. Your first urge is to scream, "Hello, Justin Ivana, how are you doing? Happy Thursday! How are you?" But your voice makes no sound. Perhaps your cries are deafened by whatever the fuck is going on. What game is this? This game is called Inhuman Resources. We are killing people right now. You stand before what seems to be a hospital operating room. Its walls are adorned with a mix of dark wood panels and mounted stag heads bathed in the sterile glow of a circular fluorescent lamps. At the far back... Oh, thanks, Nat. Thank you so much. At the far back, you see the silhouettes of two surgeons toiling away behind a curtain. Carved apart the skulls of their fully conscious, unsedated patients. You want to look away, but you can't even blink. It's just too much to take in. Oh, what the fuck? What's with you and playing games where you murder things? You got something to share with the class? Oh, you missed the conversation that happened like half an hour ago when we were talking about me playing a serial killer on TV. One day. We'll see. Maybe. I wouldn't say no if somebody wants me to be a serial killer on TV. But, yes. Yep. I love it. I love this a little less because I'm not doing it myself, but you know, I love it. There's the patients themselves. They almost look like twins. Both have been tied down with a belt to their respectable surgical tables. Both are men with tan skin, furrowed brows, eye-shot stares, and both have the tops of their heads partially concealed by curtains where the surgeon's silhouette prods their scalps with forceps. Only one of them is screaming, as though death would be a mercy. I don't want to talk about the surgical tools. They're slicing off the tops of their skull. The fuck? There's a television hanging from the ceiling. What is happening? Each man's eyelids are being held open by metallic speculums and denying them the privilege of looking away. Oh my god, they're getting brainwashed. Then there's a woman taking notes. She stands with her back to you, jotting down observations on a clipboard as she studies each victim's distinct reactions. Though her shoulders are shaking, she writes with a steady hand. That's crazy. The muffled sounds of saws slicing through bones threaten to make you throw up, but instead you feel your heart sink to the pit of nausea and you realize something truly chilling. You recognize two of the people in that room. Well, I know for a fact that I feel like, I say I know for a fact, but I really don't know, that the man is the guy that lost his job, right? But is the woman that lady from the receptionist? Yeah, the receptionist. Sensing your stare through the glass, the woman turns around. Details leap out one at a time, making the pit in your stomach sink deeper. A black turtleneck, a hair bun, a tight smile spread too wide, exhausted eyes bulging and bloodshot, pupils shrink to a tiny pinprick. Messelin. Anyway, whatever her name is. A single tear runs down her cheek, lips wavering as though trying to speak without breaking her lockjaw grin. You get the sense she's apologizing for not being able to warn you that this was going to happen, or perhaps she's merely heartbroken to see that you succeeded in getting the Shimano Corp job. Whatever the case may be, she once more turns her back to you, focusing her attention on her loudest patient. Please, tell them I'll change, tell them I'll do better, just don't let them replace me. I'm begging you, can't do this to me, I have a family. His words are cut off by gurgling spasms, eye rolling back to the back of the socket as the surgeon's silhouette behind him cuts something inside his brain. Blood and brain matter splatter the curtain, hiding the worst of the scene, but the sound of squenching beat and bone still carry over the receiver. Yet, it's the other calmer patient's voice that truly makes you nauseous. He just doesn't look like Emilio. Emilio. Oh, freaking me. Emilio. Emiliano. There we go. Emiliano. Oh, God. He sounds like him. Exactly like him. It's so crazy, right? This game is crazy. And we're just starting. We're just starting.
Gocha seco.
You, please tell them. Tell them I'll change. Tell them I'll do better. Just don't let them replace me. He's like so scared here, but then in his like doppelganger, he's like calm. The lookalike fakes remains impassive as his exposed brain is prodded out with a hand crank drill, yet the imitation of his neighbor's blood-curdling cries is perfect. Every nuance, every pause for breath, a reenactment down to the finest detail, better than any audio recording you could ever imagine. More immaculate than a simulacra. Yes. And that any man or machine should ever be ever capable of. It's so perfect, in fact, that you're no longer certain which is the real Elba than Manamano. How was that? Am I laying the accent on too thick? Seems fine to me, but I recommend letting your voice crack once in a while. It's been known to happen when Mr. Aguilar is heavily inebriated, and considering his drinking disposition, that particular nuance will come up quite frequently. Is she also replaced? Is she a doppelganger? Or is she scared? Is she scared that she's gonna get replaced? Gotcha, I'll give it another go. Hey pal, can you give me some fresh material to rehearse? We're a bunch of psychos. Motherfucking heartless psychos. He sobs and howls himself raw, retching as the surgeon hacks his cerebral induced full body spasms. The other merely clears his throats before howling much the same. How about that? Bit better? Considerably. I notified the post-op technicians to implant a few more speech impediment inducing memories and apply brain damage relative to Mr. Aguilar's alcoholism. That should iron out the last neurophysical kinks. The other guy gives a firm thumbs up, leaning back to enjoy his lobotomy with the laxy-daisy indulgence of an expert barber's scalp massage. She turns to face the glass, her wide smile pulled painfully taut. She looks at you with tears and mascara streaking down her face. Her grin seems to cause more pain than either patient's cerebral surgery. Was there anything else you needed to see, Mr. Brigard? No, thank you, dear. That would be all. Just wanted our new hire to get a better idea of the daily grind, but do let me know if we need to make adjustments to Mediatic? Mediatic? No idea. With a curt nod, the receptionist turns her back. You hear a click and then a dial tone, and the phone's ceaseless screaming abruptly cuts off. Across the glass, he thrashes with all his might, the sound of his screeching muted once again. So, what did you think? What do I think? I think terrible things. I want to leave so bad. Pretend to be calm and curious so you can figure out what the hell is happening. Oh. We have choices. What do we do? I feel like we should use our child psychology specialization. We gotta be calm. We gotta pretend that we're super on board until we get out of here, and then we leave, and then we run away, and then we never come back. I think that's the best way. So we pretend to be calm. You study childhood trauma long enough to know explosive reactions incite abusers to commit further violence. Exactly. Even though it almost kills you, you keep your voice as steady as possible, expressing mild surprise and even milder confusion about the absolute nightmare unfurling before you. The way he smiles, he's just like, this is totally normal. It's so spooky. Mr. Bogard looks pleased as punched by your polite interest. The seismic laughter creeps in his cavernous throat as he gestures to the two men. I'm glad you're coming to this with an open mind. Most recruits get surprisingly angsty antsy, there we go, at this stage of our proceedings. What you see here is most common and most heavily patented Human Resource Services Simulacor provides. We replace troublesome members of society with especially trained lab-raised actors that will live more efficient lives in our targets' place. What's more, we perform today's processes all according to your specifications. Oh fuck. Your specifications have nothing to do with this. Unperturbed by your protest, Brigade motions to the silhouette surgeon currently picking out both guys' wet and naked craniums. First, as standard procedure, we have our doppelgangers undergo extensive surgeries. This ensures their size and appearance match their target. However, we also perform highly precise neural excisions and hormonal dosing sessions to ensure both replacements and replacee have identical synaptic pathways. This means they share the same tastes, reflexes, handicaps, and whatever applicable. In this case, we altered portions of the cortex related to all those troublesome self-regulation behaviors Aguilar once used to cope with his childhood traumas. It was a wise suggestion of yours to address such foundational behaviors-based shortcomings directly at their source. After completing his bleak announcement with a showman's tone, the giant pointed to the device on his desk. Mirad cables run along the floor and worm their way through slits in the two-way glass connecting to the flashing televisions hanging above the patient's face. Next, we bombard our subjects with doctored historical information and falsified childhood memory footage to rewrite their lived experience. This will erase problematic attitudes and induce more desirable proclivities. This also extends the teaching of new morals and religious beliefs, which you suggested should be done to treat extreme societal cases. And while Mr. Aguilar held some rather distasteful political views at the core of his character, rest assured, we've replaced him with better values which align nicely with the company's interests. With an emphatic flourish, Abuya tweaks another one of his machine's many knobs. A television screen flickers, replacing its gruesome slideshow of warfare footage with pictures of a pastoral farm. The louder he squirms, then screeches. Finally, the tweed behemoth nods to the lady, whose eyes glance between both her patients, taking notes wherever one of them imitates the other. The two are becoming increasingly impossible to tell apart. Last but not least, Miss St. Sains arguably has the most important task of all, quality assurance. You see, our procedure is human, not mechanical. Instinct trumps algorithm when it comes to understanding people. Thus, it's imperative for staffers with an eye for social cues to study the effects of non-sedated lobotomies, particularly during back and forth exchanges between target and replacement. This allows us to adjust mediatic nutrition quickly and to identify overlooked flaws in body language, voice modulation, or personality. All this ensures our doppelgangers perform their jobs correctly, which is why I've also taken inspiration from a commitment to sorting out this whole family murdering business. Melusin has been encouraged to wipe any traces of bloodshed-related hesitation we'd normally keep vestiges remnants of. I assume this to be appropriate since your answer implied corporate results matter more than human lives. Oh shit! I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, I fucked up. Well, rest in peace, wife and child. I'm very sorry. I just didn't want to be the one to do it. But then, you know what? We made our choice. Holy shit, he wasn't lying. You may not have pulled the trigger, but you did help him load the gun. As you feel from the weight of revelation, Obuya holds up 3 fingers. One by one, he curls them down. Oh my god. Physical rewiring, psychological reconditioning, social reintegration, these are the pillars which Simulacor substitution services are built. This is how we guarantee that tens of thousands of doppelgangers currently deployed to the public perform exactly as they must. Tens of thousands of doppelgangers over what? Wow. It's how our company has controlled the course of human civilization for years upon years, steering it into whatever direction our executives deem right. It's how the right people have shown up at the right time and the right place, how the wrong items or ideas have never appeared in an inopportune opportune occasions and how you will help us do our jobs, regardless of which department you are ultimately assigned to. So are there any further questions about your new job's responsibilities? I want to get out right now. Questions? Screw you. You won't get away with this. What the hell is Cinnamon Corp doing to these people? Why didn't you tell my aunt about... Why didn't my aunt tell me about this? What is the answer that won't get me killed? Maybe I'll say, why didn't my aunt tell me about this? I don't know if I'm saying that out loud, or the only logical explanation that she didn't know this kind of insanity was occurring at her workplace. After all, the woman can definitely be a little heartless, but she wouldn't stoop to getting you a job torturing people just to get her rent money, would she? Really nice. Oh, I'm afraid your aunt was very aware of the procedures we conduct here. She undergone one herself, after all. It's a part of what makes her such an exceptional recruiter. Wait, our aunt is a doppelganger? And she still wants money from me? Bro. My god, if you've been replaced, just let me live for free. But please, don't resent her for keeping so much sensitive information confidential. To borrow an expression, we have many fingers shoved quite deep in a surprising amount of pies. The tweed behemoth spreads his arms, taking up a dramatic stance. His muscular limbs cast a vast, all-consuming shadow, much like the one his company must cast over the world. Societies, you see, are merely sets of rules meant to control select populaces, enforced by means of moral codes and legislative threats. Histories are not but narratives parading as objective fact, deterministically controlling the future by redefining the past. Economies are a broad equation engineered to establish hierarchies and restrict freedoms indirectly. Our missive is to alter the evolution of all these entities everywhere in the world for the betterment of our species. This can mean overturning governments with silent revolutions, establishing or destroying businesses to reroute the flow of wealth, even altering history in ways that enforce us to interpret the present. Sorry. Just stylistically. Stylistically, I wish this started here. I wish like this entire sentence just moved over. Anyway. All the world's a stage, men and women merely players, but Shimon Corp is the playwright casting every actor's role. Today, your role has been decided too, and you can care to keep a roof over your head. You should refrain from delivering a disappointing performance. The giant's index finger prods at your chest as he speaks. Each tap is like a bullet thundering against a Kevlar vest. Across the mirror, the man screams as though he's felt those gunshots too. His cries are an ode to the dark future which awaits you, a future of perpetual, inescapable servitude. Okay, we gotta go. Abuya's right, you need money. Agree to work here until you're saved enough to quit. The thought of helping these monsters make you sick, but turning down an offer means you'll end up on the street. Thus, you promise to work hard and do better than the guy for now. Wonderful, but be advised you need to perform very well for a very long time if you intend your time with us to be temporary. After all, we've already signed our first contract. Its strict clauses do not expire anytime soon. The pale man's eyes drift towards your hand. No, he didn't put a tracker us. We signed a contract? Stop. No way. The one you shook... Wait, the one he shook that you thought was bleeding. Looking into your palm, you realized the hunch was fully justified because something did pierce it. There's a lump beneath the skin, a small, subtle, rectangular protrusion you hadn't noticed until now. Probably because it wasn't flashing, let alone making such obnoxious sound. You missed some context? Yeah, so when we first got into the interview, we went into the elevator and he shook our hand. And he because he's such a gigantic man, he shook our hand and crushed our hand and it really hurt. And when he pulled away, there was a tiny little bit of blood, and the character was like, oh shit, he put something in my palm, and we tried to like look for it, and there was nothing. Like, we couldn't see. There was just a little bit of blood. Our hand hurt because he like crushed it, but we couldn't see anything. And now we find out that he actually like put some beeping. Is it a tracker? Oh, it's a non-disclosure microchip. A brand new addition to our confidentiality policy, specially designed by our future partners at Radium Inc. It serves as an ID access to our offices, but also as an employee loyalty failsafe. Should you ever emit brain activity associated with treason, unauthorized divulgence of confidential data, or any such nasty business, the chip will emit a warning signal. Should the warning signal go unheeded, a lethal dose of borodianium... Oh my god. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Anyway, it will be discharged at a nigh untraceable radiotoxic isotope, capable of inducing total organ shutdown within seconds. In other words, lest you care to experience a particularly messy demise, I suggest you remain on your best behavior until you die of natural causes. Holy shit. Was so fucked. Oh my god. Reasonable person put into observing spooky things, wondering if our reactions will send Mr. Boss into a background. Literally, we've been like playing him, but he's actually playing us. Because I was like, yeah, we'll just like make him not mad, and then we can get out of here. Nope. That's me when I see a word I can't pronounce. When I read, like in my mind, I just skip over it. But now I'm reading out loud. I have to read it. The microchip starts beeping faster, till it matches the demented tempo of your beating heart. No telling which two is about to explode first. The signal is interrupted by Mr. Burgard's tisking as he checks his belt-sized watch. Deary me, since I've lost track of time, other appointments beckons. I'm afraid our meeting is at an end. You best return home and get plenty of rest. You'll be needing it for your onboarding. Yeah, legitimately, the spelling of fantasy names make no sense. And you think that they're pronounced one way, and then you like hear it in a cutscene, and you're like, what the? That's how you pronounce it? Or like when you read a book, and then you hear it in a movie, and you're like, huh? So funny. Oh, and please don't consider suicide as a solution to prematurely terminating your employment. I'm well aware of your unfortunate mental health diagnosis, but I'd ever be so happy to see such a predictable scenario come to pass. Especially since we'd be wasting time replacing you with a doppelganger or otherwise. I recommend you to try enjoying this if you can. Your moral crisis and panic attacks should be like water running off the proverbial duck's back. As Abuya chuckles, an elevator door screeches open behind you. The open shaft greets you like a gaping maw of a deep-sea fish. You glance between the open door and your manager, wondering if it's really safe to leave. But by the time the behemoth gives you a cheeky wink, you're already making a run for it. Your fingers mash every single button of the keypad confusing display, hoping some combination of the keys will get you as far as possible. Eventually, the grillage gate slams shut. The fall lurches upwards, and Mr. Bogard waves goodbye, speaking with the most chilling words you've heard all day. See you tomorrow. One letter is always silent. It's true. And you're like, why? It's always a random F in the middle of the word, too. You're like, oh my god. Empire. Empire is a vampire. Reminds me of like soccer. Your microchip alarm slows to a call as all your hopes and dreams die a slow whimpering death. Congratulations, you're hired. We finished the chapter. A nervous breakdown. Let's go. I love a nervous breakdown. You're back at your apartment, but you're not sure how you got home. Probably because your brain is so full of bursting with themes you never wanted to know. Simmercorp. Doppelgangers. The fact that Bogard expects you to arrive 6 a.m. We should have asked that question before we signed the contract. What the heck? I'm not going to work at 6 a.m. It's terrible. I will, unless we finish at like 2 p.m. That awkward moment where you get chipped during your interview. And you can never, at least we get to go home though. Because I was fully expecting that like, we'd just get kidnapped and then we'll have to like stay in the office, but I guess I know 6 a.m. for a job. I cannot imagine. We better finish at 2 p.m. For a moment, you contemplate physically clawing out the knowledge festering inside your skull, but the intrusive thought invokes a far too vivid, far too visceral memory of what was happening to Emilio. And it might happen to you next if you choose to disobey. In the end, you could only do the only thing that makes sense. You don't turn on the lights, don't collapse into your bed and cry, don't indulge whatever modest vices normally get you through each day. You merely toss your phone onto the counter, rush to the bathroom, drop to your shaking knees, and void the contents of your stomach into a familiar bowl of porcelain. Ew, that's disgusting. No, Luca. 6 a.m. start. That's terrible. You'd be like this guy. As per usual, vomiting is both relief and agony. It burns your throat, not your stomach, makes you wish you were dead, yet the pain provides distraction from the horrors of the day. A shame you haven't eaten much. The distraction would have lasted longer. Wiping the strands of puke-tinged saliva off your chin. Ugh. You go, wash your filthy face, and brush the bile off your teeth. It's bad for enamel, dentists claim. However, upon witnessing your reflection, you freeze. The sagging, gaunter, hollowed-eyed shadow of the person you used to know stare back. It's enough to make you wonder if you've also been replaced. Have we been replaced? It's my own doing. It's an OT shift you pick up. Oh, extra money though? OT? Low-key, 6 to 2 or 7 to 3 are good shifts because then you have the rest of the day to do whatever you want. But maybe I'm saying this because I've never worked an early morning shift. By 6 a.m. you wake up, feed the cats and pups, then let the pups out. Wow, you've already done so much by 6 a.m. cats. I feel like it's good, Justin Nirvana, like the stores are still open. You know? Like you could go to the post office. You could go to the doctors and things like that. Whereas when you finish at like 5 or 5:30 or 6, everything is shut. And you can't do anything. This is too much. Leave and go cry yourself to sleep. That's what I'm gonna do. It's only 7:30 p.m., but you can't have another second of being awake. Besides, you have to work tomorrow and every single day after that until the day you die and beyond. Basically, you need your beauty sleep. Not bothering to flush your vomit. What the heck, dude? You're depressed, but still. How do you not just, like, flush the toilet? Your preferred shift, in my opinion, is 12 to 9 p.m. Oh, midday. I've got that 9 to 5. A classic. Even though with daylight savings now, like when I finish work at 5, it's dark outside and I feel really sad. Just sad. You probably regret the smell in the morning, but it's quite literally the last of your concerns. As you navigate the unlit apartment, you sidestep stacks of trash and laundry by memory alone. You haven't tidied up for a long time. The placement of each garbage landmine is familiar enough to be subconscious, and that's what lets you realize that something is wrong. The floor is squeaky clean against your feet. Your bed sheets snugly pulled and... Somebody clean our house? Your bed sheets snugly pulled and fitted. The mask of shame and bodies were replaced by one of ammonia. Hello, Talos Worship. How do you do? Welcome. You do 8 a.m. to 1. That's pretty good. 8 to 4 is nice. Whenever you vom, you automatically flush. Sometimes... Sometimes you just flush the toilet. You gotta do it. Oh my god. Hi. Oh my god, that's such a cute emote. Your ideal shift is 11 to 7. You get to sleep in and miss both peak. That's good. Peak hour traffic is another thing. In a panic, you flip the light switch and your suspicions are confirmed. Someone broke in while you were gone and they cleaned the place. I mean, yay, because we don't have to clean it. But then... Sometimes, like, when I got, like, food poisoning, and, like, you know how when after you vomit, there's, like, nothing left, right? And then, but you still, like, are very nauseous, and, like, even though you don't throw up, I still flush the toilet. Like, even though nothing comes out, because I've, like, already puked everything up, every time I get up, I still flush the toilet. I'm like, waste of water, but I don't know, I just do it. Oh my god, your ideal shift is 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's not... That's more early than 6. You have to get up like 3 a.m., no? Or like 2 a.m. or 4 a.m., sorry. 2:30 to 7 a.m. you normally wake up the day, make the day's bread, put out frozen foods that you have for the evening, and prepare all the cooking. From 2:30 a.m. to 7 a.m.? And then you take a nap after, right? I don't know why, but when you're sick, the cold bathroom floor feels great. I don't like the bathroom floor. Like, it's just something about same level as being next to the toilet. It's not great. It's so bad. So I cannot agree. Oh my god. This could be SimmerCorp's doing check for surveillance equipment. Find out if anything was stolen. Okay, I'm gonna check for surveillance equipment. They already have the little microchip on us, but you never know. There's no mistaking the smell of cleaning solvent from the office. Some of the company must have done this, probably so they can keep an eye on you. Grab a screwdriver and some pliers, you scour your apartment for proof. Sure enough, your paranoid hunch is proven it's proven correct. Although most of the devices are too small to see without squinting, the more you search, the more you find. There are cameras hidden in power outlets, microphones tangled in light bulb filaments, some sort of radio-based photography recorder concealed in your smoke detector. The second you try to remove one, a familiar screech is heard. No. You don't lay near the toilet. I know, but there's just something about being on the same, like, height as the toilet. It just doesn't sit right with me. And also, like, I don't know how big your bathroom is, but my bathroom is not that big. I live in an apartment. My bathroom's tiny. Oh my god. That is nice when you, like, get home at midday and then you take a nap. It's good. Great. Trying to regain a little privacy could end up killing you, and trying to flee instead? Well, who knows how far you make it? How far you really make it if they're aware of your every move. Your skull throbs as you contemplate methods of escape. Oh my god, somebody's doing Duolingo. I can hear the bing. Every option you come up with feels more futile than the last. Leaving the country, changing your name likely wouldn't be enough to wriggle out of SimmerCorp's grasp. Suicide accomplishes nothing if doppelganger can replace you. Considering betrayal by leaking company secrets, beep, beep, beep. The pinprick of green flashes beneath your palm as the ID chip reacts to your controversial thoughts. As long as this thing is in you, you never get anywhere. You have to do something about it. Oh, should we take it out? Floor temperature is best to help with body being unwell. Wouldn't something like a kind of like a cold towel would do the same thing, right? When I feel nauseous or something, feeling cold makes me feel better. Your bathroom ain't big, plus you're 6'2", so it's even smaller. Yeah, fair. Yeah. Next time, just put like a wet towel over your face. Don't waterboard yourself, but maybe that would be much better than laying on a cold bathroom floor near the toilet. Oh my god. Research the device online, you might uncover a flaw. Let's do that. You often look up guides to programming or appliance repair. If you can fix a microwave after tearing it apart, you can most certainly handle this thing with a good tutorial. Rushing to your laptop. There's a little space issue here. I notice. Rushing to your laptop, you boot up a few search engines and began your hunt for answers. Unfortunately, the search ends almost instantly. Oh no! Whether thanks to cameras, microphones, or some sort of hyper-advanced brain scanner, your microchip can sense you even searching for a confidential data online and pushing your luck any further may lead to a lethal discharge. This is fucked. Who the fuck is this? It's even more fucked that they block access to social media and porn sites too. SimmerCorp likes their staffers to be discreet and chaste for some reason. A warble voice is so startling you almost knock the computer off your desk, catching it at the last moment before it clatters to the floor. You whip around the room in panic, searching for hostile invaders in the corner of your empty home. Only familiar shadows stare back. What the fuck? Who is this? It's just shrimping it in the bathroom. Just curled up in a waterboarding or something because you're sick. You've hit your head a full handful of times getting into your shower because whatever reason the builders put. What the fuck? You hit your head on the shower? Brace. That was crazy. It's crazy. Okay, what are we gonna do? Find somewhere to hide before they can find you? Call out to the... I'm just gonna call out. Bro, who are you? You raise a laptop like a weapon and try to make yourself sound intimidating, but your crackling, half-sobbing voice isn't particularly threatening. The unseen stranger's warbled spiel continue without a beat. Settle down, I'm not here to hurt you. Just trying to give you a friendly warning to a fellow victim. Now come closer, it'll be easier to talk if I don't have to yell through this crappy speaker. You steadily your eyes zero in the voice's source to the old cell phone you treasured for so long, emitting a sort of vermilion glow and noise you never heard it make. This, you suspect, is not a phenomenon the manufacturers intended. Dazed and confused, you flip your phone open. You're not greeted by an icon, a caller ID, or text message, but a distorted video footage. Within the live feed's peculiar reddish sheen, and a static warped face stares through the pixelated screen. The image quality is too low to tell if they're a man or a woman. The sound too tinny to decide if they're young or old, yet you still feel a nagging certainty that this person is important. Nice to finally meet you face to face, so to speak, though I'm assuming you've had better days. Now, I don't have much time to explain what's going on. Listen close and make sure not to hang up, otherwise you could be in real danger. Listen. We're gonna listen. High-pitched pulse of static rings out your device. Laughter, you suspect. Odds are this person wasn't expect you to agree so quickly, but they certainly aren't complaining either. Thanks, I knew I could count on you. Call me L, by the way. I'd give you my real name if I could, but if Shimacorp ever picks your brain for answers, they could figure out who I am, where I live, and what I'm planning, and neither of us want that. That you do not, especially since this L person doesn't mean brain picking in the metaphorical sense. Your palms begin climbing up and your breaths become shrill. Maybe this is a bad idea. Oh my god. Don't worry, our connections are secure. I'm communicating on a limited frequency that disables your microchip sensors and any other recording device they might have installed. You can say or think anything you want with me. Smocorp won't know a thing. See, those human resource maniacs only trust archaic. Discontinued tech. It's a precaution against hacking attempts or something. That means cutting-edge shit is almost always taboo to them unless it comes from a trusted business partner. Since your clunker of a flip phone is still connected to cell tiles but not to the internet, I'm basically in the biggest, bestest, most unhackable blind spot I could ever ask for. That's good. No wonder they use, like, a typewriter. Being tall enough to get into buses in the city, hopping up to grab the handle near the ceiling. I just imagine you hanging from the bus. That is dangerous, but it's funny though. The stranger speaks with tremendous confidence and breakneck urgency. The fearful thrill of knowing time is limited mingles their robotic coldness. Better cut to the chase. Well, who are you and what do you want from me? Okay. Who am I doesn't matter right now. What does is the fact that I want to take down Simicorp. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce this. Smyrnacorp. Smyrnacorp. One day. Dismantle the entire company, reveal what they've done, and set the human race free. To do that, I need help from someone on the inside, and you're literally the only person on the planet I trust to do this. Your eyes bulge, your pulse quickens. A stranger that has just promised to tear apart the bars of a new cage must be a miracle, perhaps too good to be true. I don't know how much you heard about their upcoming business partnership during an interview, but they're looking to team up with this humongous tech conglomerate, Radium Inc. That's right, you did hear the name mentioned a few times. Not just at the office, but on the news too. Hell, you vaguely remember getting ghosted by their admin team after applying to work there, though perhaps rejection was for the best since you lacked any relevant qualifications. As the makers of some of the most advanced consumer devices on the planet, Radium's technologies are ubiquitous. Smira? Is it Smira? Like S-M-I-R? Smyrnacorp? Where was I? From security cameras to self-driving cars, communications, satellites, and smartphones far more advanced than your antenna-bearing model, their digital footprint is everywhere. However, the list of human rights violations is just as vast. Not a day goes by where the media won't report their latest lawsuits, their inhumane worker abuses, their hazardous waste dumping, their illegal data laundering, and even their consumer debts. It's honestly a miracle the company hasn't already been sued into oblivion because they have no way. Yeah, well, that might be happening pretty soon. I don't know all the details of the contracts they're working out yet, but I do know Radium is in deep shit. The company needs money fast, and since SimmerCorp is about cutting edge as a dial-up modem, they see a ton of potential in purchasing a more contemporary competitor. The thing is, this buyout deal would help those maniacs control human history at a bigger scale than ever. The second this contract gets signed, SimmerCorp will have access to a full suite of new Radium hardware that is already dismantled throughout the wider disseminated throughout the wider public. The kind of tools that could let them crank out more doppelgangers than ever and even lobotomize people remotely. Think about it. Entire countries could have their populations replaced overnight. Databases of shared knowledge could be scrubbed in seconds. Objective truth and free will could forever become relics of a bygone past. The only way we stop that from happening is by hitting SimmerCorp where it hurts before the deal goes through, creating the kind of data breach this company could never recover from. Your head almost full to bursting, buoyed with further revelation. You reach for something to hold on to and almost fall over trying. So many doubts, so many fears, so many goddamn questions swim through your brain until it's like your mind is drowning in them. You don't even know where to start, but Elle's image blurs with worsening static, wanting you to start asking soon. What do we want to ask? How am I supposed to stop this? That's not true. I don't think there's a single person on Earth that could be more perfect for this job. One, you work at SimmerCorp, meaning you have eyes on the inside. Two, you are a new hire, so no one suspects you for asking questions that give us a way to gather information without much risk. Three, you have that new Radium microchip, which is an easier way for me to bypass than the older employees' non-disclosure fail-safes. Four, you're desperate to escape, so I'm willing to bet you'll take a few risks. And five, well, this one's more personal. But let's just say I have a good reason to think you're capable and trustworthy. Bottom line, I need your help specifically, and so does the human race. Their explanation is equal parts sensible and suspicious, but an undeniable earnest to the plea as well. To the plea too. The stranger really does think you're a chosen one of some kind, though you're a bit insulted that it's mostly a matter of circumstances and not due to your unique brand of subpar skills. Fine. I'll help you. What do you need me to do? Glad to hear you're on board. We might actually have a shot at winning now. The featureless face on your phone screen warps nigh indiscernibly. You're not entirely certain, but you suspect Elle is smiling. When they speak next, their voice is more distorted than ever. Seems your connection is wearing thinner by the second. Alright, here's the plan. A maximum security facility deep below SimmerCorp's office. The employees call it the Hive. I'm not 100% sure why it's called that or what it does exactly. All I know is that SimmerCorp doesn't want any unauthorized individuals finding out what's inside. I know, we have subclass past skills, but we have a wide range of skills. Jack of all trades. You know? You need to find a way in. Then you'll look for the most highly classified piece of documentation you could possibly get your hands on. Steal it, escape, bring it back to me, then I'll leak whatever is on it to the wider world, as SimmerCorp will never be able to operate in secret ever again. This might sound like suicide, don't worry. You have a friend of the inside. The receptionist you spoke to? Oh, shit. Melusin? She's another one of my connections. I think she's even realized who you were, but wasn't able to warn you about me before the interview started. Either way, I need you two to meet in person and discuss Hive access. She isn't able to share much with me, since I have no employee clearance. You, on the other hand, should be all green, just to be subtle about it, and she'll oversee your lobotomy next. The phone's distorted static worsens more and more. The warped face upon your screen no longer looks remotely human. Then, right as the image warps beyond any shred of recognition, you hear some final words of warning from your unlikely ally. Shit, I've got to go. I'll contact you again as soon as I can. Just be sure to act like a good little employee or they snuff you out. Make sure you find the Hive, alright? Our utopia depends on it. Suddenly your screen shuts off as though the phone ran out of battery. You sit there for a few moments, hoping it might come back on, but in time, even the dial tone fades. Check the caller ID history just in case you can tell who it is. There's nothing there, except the call you had this morning with your aunt. As predictable, if disappointing outcome. Exhausted, you migrate to your mattress, hoping you'll dream a better dream than whatever the strange nightmare was. Your head hits the pillow, and a light flood of night terrors washes over you. Disturbing, surreal, almost silly stuff, like zombie apocalypses, or giving speeches in class while wearing lingerie that you've most certainly never worn before. That sounds sarcastic. They've totally worn lingerie before. It's almost a relief to witness such cartoonishly simple frights after a day like this. Parts of you wish they'd go on forever, even if they're scary, even if you're stuck in a headspace where Simicorp couldn't possibly exist. Yet again, you find yourself wishing you'd wake up somewhere else than this. Yet again, you wish time would ask permission before racing ahead. And yet again, the concept of reality proves to be an unkind, callous bitch. And it is the morning. Let's clock in. Oh my god. Okay. It's been 2 weeks already? 10 whole business days. Wow. We've just been vibing for 10 days. It feels strange to think in those terms now. Even stranger that 10 days is all you took for your life to change so much. A steady paycheck is a welcome relief from poverty, especially when the first one had more zeros than you expected, but you barely had the motivation to spend a single cent of it, let alone leave that. I would spend that money so fucking fast. I would spend it. I would like buy myself all the shit to make me forget about what I had to endure, and then put it as a savings and stuff. Your nerves are shot. You barely sleep. You're losing weight in a noticeable non-fitness journey way. You haven't seen or spoken to any friends fearing they might have become or always have been doppelgangers. And every time your hand itches, you wonder if it's the Borodium. Borodinium. Yeah. And you're absolutely sick of wearing black turtlenecks. You're pretty sure cheap acrylic is giving you an armpit rash. Your sole respite from all this misery has been a brand new hobby you've picked up to sustain. Ooh. What do I want my new hobby to be? Pirating video games. Lol. Ooh, technology literacy. Yeah. Despite fear replacing driving you to seek a new coping mechanism, despite the dread that washes over you every time you step into the building, well, it turns out it's actually pretty easy to forget about the immediate doom when you're slowly dying of boredom. We're so technologically literate. Outlandish decor and blood-soaked interviews aside, your first 2 weeks were eerily uneventful. You haven't worked yet, let alone been assigned a desk or whatever administrative team you're sure definitely exists. You've been locked away in meeting rooms, asked to peruse employee handbooks and attend seminars about workplace culture. The latter are usually hosted by overworked secretaries with better things to do than entertain new hires. Other than that, the office is abuzz with panic. People rush by without a word every time you wave hello or seem on the verge of killing sprees wherever coffee machines are start running low. With the Radium Inc. deal approaching, deadlines are tight, overwork is mandatory, and stakes for Simicorp's continued future are especially high. Even with your brain reduced to a stew of secondhand stress and corporate bluster, you can't ignore the stakes you're facing. The second that the ink dries on that trade deal, the world would begin drowning in a sea of obfuscation. At least that's how Elle puts it. The stranger reached out many times since your first impromptu correspondence, asking very, very anxiously if you've managed to track down Miss Lynn and prevented Armageddon. Your answer has consistently been shameful. What is chagrined? No. I don't know what that word is. In theory, it should be easy to track down a receptionist, but you haven't seen her at the front desk since the day you arrived. Maybe she's been on vacation. Maybe she's been too busy supervising prefrontal transplants to smile at visitors. Either way, you were forced to employ some less conventional strategies to track down the tired-looking one. Maybe she's been replaced. You made small talk at coffee dispensers to see if other coworkers know about her whereabouts. I am going to use my social attitude. Okay, we only found long, uncomfortable silences, long-winded stories of uninteresting weekends. Boring. Whether discouraged or embarrassed by your not-so-genius stratagem, Elle was quick to propose a foolproof alternative. SimmerCorp will be hosting a free brunch at the office on Friday. I'm guessing the higher-ups wants to keep their staff happy after working them to near death. But the thing is, they always make these dumb events mandatory, meaning everyone has to be there. Her included. Knowing her, she won't be staying long. The girl hates crowds with a passion, but this might be our only chance of getting info about how to reach the hive, so scope out the area and track her down fast. So here you are, standing in line, plate in hand, waiting for your serve of room-temperature scrambled eggs. The reception area that greeted you 2 weeks ago is barely recognizable. Its thick shadows and thicker ammonia stench has given away the glare of heated food lamps, tinged with the cloying aroma of undercooked breakfast sausages? Oh, brunch, sorry. I thought it was dinner. The small army of employees fill the lobby with a dull roar, circulating between the buffet's unappetizing trays. Dirt cheap party streamers have been strung between the pillars, once unsettling sculptures, and plastered over the silver lettering of the company's engraved slogan. Only now, there's congratulations. You may be depressed, but the spelling... Congratulations. Congratulations. You may be depressed, but the spelling mistakes on that banner somehow made you sadder. I would be laughing so hard at that spelling mistake. Eventually, an old lady snaps at you to quick hogging the goddamn serving spoon, knocking you out of your disassociated trance. Mandatory free brunch. I feel like it's pretty good. I like it. I like mandatory free brunch. Leaving the tray of eggs behind, you navigate throngs of hungry colleagues. You struggle not to spill your food as you squeeze between too many people packed together far too tightly. She has to be here somewhere, but picking her out of this horde of identical black turtlenecks definitely won't be easy. If you're going to find her, you're going to need a plan. What is my plan? She has a distinct smile. Review employee handbook. Contains a map of employee rest areas. She is antisocial. Keep an eye out for people eating alone. If I was at a party, I would keep an eye out for people eating alone. That was the hope, at least. Turns out, working at a mega corporation that consistently scrutinizes the workforce and punishes ineptitude with non-consensual brain surgery, or that tends to create a lot of loners. Not only there are way more people standing apart from the crowd than you first thought, but most of them physically recoil as you approach. Some even run away, leaving a trail of bread, bagel crumbs, and honeydew rinds in their wake. Cursing both yourself and the company's treatment of its workers, you think of another strategy. That's when you finally spot her, standing right behind the counter where you first met, just below the eye-catching congratulations banner. Okay, it's the same lady. Could it be she's looking for you? You cross your fingers, hoping her gaze will meet yours by magic. Unfortunately, your life is rather removed from the convenient trope of a C-grade romantic comedy. Rather than notice you standing on your tiptoes relentlessly waving, she breathes a defeated sigh, her forced smile facade fading for an instant. Head hung low and subpar breakfast in hand, she makes a nearby elevator. No, she's getting away! Holy crap, we're gonna sprint. We begin to pressing buttons. You won't make it before the door closes, but you need to do something. We're going to check if there's a way to trigger the emergency brakes. You reach the control panel right as the grillage door snaps shut, scouring the buttons for what you need. Sadly, you can't tell which of the cryptically indecipherable symbols are supposed to stop the lift. Desperately, you punch the controls with all your might, nearly breaking a knuckle in the process, but you also knock a screw loose from the panel. Creaking, it slips out of place, revealing a colorful assortment of wires below. You get a crazy idea. Praying not to die from sudden electrocution, you reach into the elevator's inner to grab hold of some cables and yank. Imagine destroying the elevator while you're at a party. Imagine getting fired from this type of job and end up in a corner holding a doppelganger beside. Yeah, they just people will think you're crazy. This is what I mean. A spray of sparks and a screeching of steel fills the room. Branches gasp in terror, turning your way as the elevator slams shut down before it can rise. Yet no gasp is louder than hers, whose back is now pressed against the lift's rear wall as a cornered cat. With borderline sarcastic timing, the warp ding emit, and the grillage doors grind open, and an awkward silence falls upon the room, letting everyone hear your unconvincing claim of having entered the wrong password. I'm sure everyone will buy that. The receptionist's exhausted eyes light up as you approach. For a brief moment, her fake smile turns to genuine joy and then genuine annoyance. Finally, I was beginning to think I'd never track you down. Where have you been hiding? Mr. Bogart said you've been coming to the office, but I couldn't find you anywhere. Everyone is still staring at you. I've been hounding the coffee machines like some bean juice junkie, asking everyone if they've met the new intern. Do you have any idea what kind of looks I was getting for asking a question like that somewhere like this? Well, good to know you're not the only one whose search attempts were a flop. It's a relief to see St. Sains behaving like a real person for once. Despite her berating, there's an undercurrent of implicit trust. Oh my god, I just spat over her. Implicit trust to her flustered frustrations, and earnest that could get her replaced where it shows to the wrong college. Admit that you have been struggling to track her down too. Yeah. Well, regardless, I'm quite pleased to see you've officially joined the family. You seem a collaborative task I need your help with, one with the external client, especially request we both complete in preparation for upcoming partnership deadline. Do you understand what I'm saying? The woman is speaking in code. Communicating through such secretive means might only be the only way to discuss L's plan without triggering your microchip's treason sensors. You give her a firm nod. The woman smiles harder, glancing about to make sure no one is listening. The employees seem enraptured by their free meal to care. Glad to know I can count on your cooperation. In order to succeed, this task will require us to both have access to the nursery department. That's the official name for what colleagues refer to as the hive. We like to have fun around here, you say, giving things funny names like that. Ha 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 ha. The harried woman's forced laugh sounds fake enough to freeze your blood. Suddenly your heart feels like it's struggling to pump ice cubes through your brain. Now, the nursery department is a restricted area. That means special employees clearance is necessary to access it. I've already possessed says clearance, and I've put in a formal request to give you that clearance too. But from what I hear, it's been refused twice for some reason. Oh shit. I'm afraid you have to blame me for that, my dear. Oh god. I'm gonna skip this bit. Oh dear, terribly rude of me to intrude on your conversation unprompted, was it? You have my sincerest apologies. I was investigating a disturbance report when I happened to overhear Miss St. Sains mention your troublesome little certification dossier. Mea culpa for indulging my curiosity unprompted. I confess, I did want that damnable thing upgraded for a while now, but it isn't a strategy I can advocate for no matter how much it expedites the process. Our technicians have quite enough to do already without adding unnecessary repairs to the mix. About the elevator. I'm so sorry. Now, no need to panic. Mistakes are only human, and we're nothing if not a human-driven company, says the doppelgangers. What the heck? Let's mark this down as strike one and put the incident behind us, shall we? Okay, it's just gonna glaze over the whole strike one business? That sounds like a major reason to panic. So if you don't mind me asking, what's all this about refusing their dossier? I didn't make a mistake writing with the application, did I? Oh, heavens no. Your paperwork is perfect. Always perfect, my dear. A work of art whose precision rivals this building's own architecture. I'm afraid the matter of our new hire's clearance is a smidge more complicated. Believe it or not, our little prodigy have earned themselves an astounding entrance evaluation score. The kind display even our most seasoned veterans would struggle to provide. Thus, I have supervisors in every corner of our office begging to have this new hire assigned to their department. In the interest of fairness, I've decided to indulge these requests simultaneously, all while giving our recently recruited star player a chance to peruse their own professional preference. We get to pick? Placing an enormous hand mere inches from the tip of your nose, Obia begins unfurling his bratwurst thick fingers. You get the impression that he's about to crush your skull like an overripe grape. Instead, he begins emanating a series of names. In cryptology, future-proofing, Evaporation. I know, hopefully we get free access. Substitution. Over the course of the days, I want you to shadow the head of each of these departments. Oh my god, we get to do everything. Perform a few tasks according to their prerogatives. If your performance is acceptable, supervisors have been instructed to provide a certificate to endorse your merit. Once you've gathered all 4 certifications, you'll be given unrestricted access to the nursery department, or as some people like to call it, the hive. It's a playful little pseudonym. Of course, we like to have fun around here, you see, giving funny names and such, don't we, Miss Saint Sains? Understand, we will do that. Ah, that's the spirit. I knew the impressive moxie of yours wouldn't let me down. I'll leave you to the liberty of tackling these certifications in whichever order you please. Miss Saint Sains will be able to fill you in on each department's specific quirks. However, she'll need to do so at a later date. Almost perfectly on cue, Bogard's elegant gold watch begins beeping like a bomb's countdown timer. You're pretty sure most timepieces with such refined design don't come with inbuilt alarms, but you've learned better than to question Shimacorp's convoluted taste in custom-made tech. My apologies. Duty calls. We've had quite a few replacement procedures to complete today. Oh no. Some poor sod sends the wrong file to the wrong news outlet, and now there's a dozen reporters needs urgent brain surgery. Doesn't reporters in need of urgent brain surgery? Mine did to cut out corners in order to meet quota, but oh well. Sometimes friends and family members are better off forgotten, especially when you work as an investigative journalist. Shall we continue on with our day, Miss Saint Sains? Oh my god, that's terrible. That's really bad. As Abuya boards the second elevator, mercifully unharmed by shenanigans, his eyebrows suddenly went quirk with remembrance. Oh, before I forget, I just want to remind you that we're on a tight deadline with Radium Inc. about to sign. You need to start the certification process next week and earn 1 department certificate per day. Otherwise, I'll be forced to postpone your nursery department access until after the contract. Okay, we have to go quickly. So we go quickly, enjoy the rest of your breakfast, and then we proceed to Monday. Let's see. I want to get into like the puzzle part, right? Surely it's not all text. We're going to try and take these people down. Okay, so Monday. Post-brunch Monday morning comes far too soon. What do we do? Which department do we want to do? Let me skip some of this text. My throat is hurting from reading so much. And I drink all my water, which is sad. Okay, so in cryptology, future-proofing, evaporation, or substitution. Which one do we want to do first? I feel like in cryptology, you need to collect all 4 certifications. Where will I go? Ooh! Ooh, look at this map. Wow, look at this. It's so complicated. Evaporation literally only has a tiny office. Substitution also has a tiny office. Should we do... Let's do cryptology. Let's go. In cryptology department. Yeah. Thanks to multiple neon signings, you make your way through. Okay, let's skip. I want to see, like, the puzzle. I like how descriptive everything is. They really spent time, like, making sure that you get a feel with your 5 senses. Everything. So, we find people typing. Senior in Cryptology Supervisor Office. Oh my god, these names are quite difficult. Siobin? Beneath a short handwritten message has been scrawled with a black Sharpie. I have permission to smoke from Bogard himself. If any of you tell me to stop again, I'll bust your goddamn kneecaps. I like it. There's a third angrier looking notebook pinned to the door. Take a look. People won't be less overworked tomorrow. Step inside. Let's do that. He should know that he is expecting us. With a hush, soft excuse me, you turn to the handle and you enter. Wow, you see so much smoke. But I want to talk to the man or the lady. Oi, shut the door, you daft prick. You're letting the fresh air in. Oh my god. A dirty claustrophobic castle chocked full of discontinued computer modules and yellow plastic casings. There are towers, like computer towers. Lines of Morse code. There's moats. Cardboard boxes on the ground. You're making your footing treacherous. Wow, this sounds like my apartment. Upon the castle, a rickety, ratty computer chair sits a realm's obvious queen. She's an angry lump of a woman. Well, you're you're a manky looking one. That's rude. Can't say I remember a face like yours. Well, whatever your business is, I don't got time for it. I'm up to my neck in dry shit. Paperwork, and I'm too bloody knackered to be humoring greenhorns unless you're here to approve the request I sent to Brigade for backup. I suggest you piss off, back the way you came. We are actually the people. Tell her you are the backup. Her expression remains unchanged. She senses your mood. You sense her mood has mellowed based on her diming cigarette flame. You must be the new intern he talked about. I was expecting a small battalion instead of a one-man army, but I'll take what I can get. The whole backlog is such a rag order. It's not like you could flip even more ass way. Not unless you go scrotum shredding off like this. Let's start so simple. How much were you told about what we do here? How do I keep getting thick ones as manure and half as useful? Long story short, we handle internal security, safety protocols, data confidentiality, historical record alteration, that sort of thing. Okay, give me a task. Chunky boy over there. So she points to an old bulky piece of machinery. We call this the Abolisher. It's a device we use to edit, alter, or falsify audio-visual footage, the way we can keep folks as ignorant or informed about the real-world events as management wants. Ever wonder why kangaroos only live in Australia? Or why no one knows how many gay lovers President Charles had? Well, you thank this clunky fella for all his hard work. Now I'm going to be sorting through video content with those brain-dead tools in future-proofing flag for revision. Then I'm going to label them with directives telling you what to look for. Finally, once you flag the appropriate section for alteration, you send it over to my Egypt? What the fuck is an Egypt assistant, who add another layer of encryption as per protocol. Review, identify, abolish. If you can pull that off with flying colors, I'll give you full certification just like Abuya ordered. Do we have an agreement? Yes. Let's do it. I feel like he would be impressed. He would be impressed, and then he would hopefully give us a raise. Let's do it. Let's agree. Welcome aboard, stranger. Let me go find the manual for a tutorial. Oh. Oh my god, it's the guy that got replaced. He's here. Okay, let me see. Search for the, okay, let's just begin. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but... You slide the Abolisher's inbuilt tray, cranking on the lever on the side and reclining. Convoluted. Oh, Egypt is Scottish for idiot. Oh, damn. I did not know that. Okay, let me see. Do I actually get to do something? I wish I could get to do something. You see your first video. First one, pretty obvious. Keep an eye that the directives could get a wee bit cryptic. You gotta read the prompt over real carefully and be extra sure you're flagging the right section of the footage, because if you select the wrong one, The abolisher is going to send the whole damn video back for us to revision, and neither of us wants to see how pissy I get after receiving more paperwork. Be sharp, be smart, get it right the first time, because if you get burned in this baptism by fire, I'll be the one making snow angels on your cremation ashes. I love it. Duly noted. Oh shit. Okay. Locate the endangered species being smuggled by biotoxin survivors. Can I play it? Oh my god, I hope nothing scary pops up. I don't want to do this if this is scary. Huh? Wait. Huh? Oh! Double click to zoom. Is this the dog? Endangered species of dog? Oh! Is that smuggling? There's no audio on this video. Was the dog the smuggling? I'm assuming it was the dog. Judging by them using we and idjit, it means you need a Scottish accent. Oh yeah, let me just pull the Scottish accent out of my butt. I literally cannot do accents. Do you think, locate the endangered species smuggled by... Do you think the dog is the endangered species? God, I hate the fact that they held the dog like that, but maybe that's it. You confirm the footage selection, you hold your breath, and clench your butt cheeks tighter than a car compactor. Hey, we did it! A little ding. Very good. Let's keep going. I love these puzzles. We got another one. Give me another one. Highlight the instance in which the paleontological terrorist noticed a security camera. Oh god. Wait, I think he just did. Isn't it right here? Is it him or is it like one of these back people? He stares at the camera for a split second. Hold on. This, right? I think this is it. He like looks at us. Wait, hold on. Let me. That was like 13 seconds. We gotta remember that, and then we figure it out. I think it's him. I think it's him. I think it's there. This is crazy. Oh no, it's an error. I'm so sorry. Another. Whoa, I'm so sorry. Be extra careful with this one, okay? Oh man. Identify the pre-person doppelganger publicly donating its target. Wait, what? Its target's disguised mid-crisis. How would I know? 10 biddies. How are you doing? How are you going today? How would I know who the doppelganger is? The guy with the jacket? Oh, it's the guy with the jacket. I'm pretty sure it's the guy with the jacket. He was putting on his clothes. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that was creepy. He like stared. This kid stared at the camera for like 2 seconds. I think it's this kid who's wearing the jacket. I think it's him. Oh, it's him. Oh, I don't know where I went wrong on the second one. We did it. You got one right. Very good. Okay. Do we get another one? People are just tippity-tappiting. We're picking up the pace. We've got at least 50 more. What the heck? Okay. Fine. Give me another one. Crack knuckles. Get this over with. Let's do it. I know, me too. I was like, I'm staring at these videos so, like, goddamn closely. Is that it? Oh, that's it. We're done. So we only got 3? Man, I wish it was more. Anyway, I wanted to say I appreciate your work. Give me that certificate. I know I'm skipping a lot of text, but my voice hurts, so... Can I please get my certificate now? Yes, we got a certificate. Yahoo! No jump scares. I know, I was waiting. I was waiting for like a zombie or something. Come back tomorrow. Tell her you're on your own. I don't want to say that. Why isn't there a middle option? I just want to be like, oh, like a non-committal, like, oh, I'll see how I go, you know? Promise that you'll definitely be back tomorrow. Tell her you're on your own and sprint out the room. Run! Okay, 3 more to go. Let's keep going. Tuesday. Who do we want to go to this time? Oh, God. What is he going to say? I heard you've got your first certification. It was smooth. It was smooth. I mean, it was a challenge, but... I'll get all of it, you know? On an unrelated note, I think you should play... No, I am never going to play Mortuary Assistant. I'm telling you right now. I always say never, but now I'm saying never. I cannot. I literally cannot. I will cry, I think. It's not like Resident Evil where there's a story, right? And like you're like, oh, a little bit of a jump scare. Yeah, no, it's not happening. Halloween. No. Oh, God. I've heard reports of rather suspicious behavior occurring. Fake government documentation going missing, doppelganger ID stolen, invoices from clients spotted in trash. Coincidences too convenient to be mere happenings. I fear there may be another Maliano, a traitor. And it's my job to dispose of them. If that stream ever happens, I'll have it ready for every job scare. No. It's not gonna happen. Not Mortuary Assistant. Are you kidding me? It's not like... It kind of reminds me of like, what's that other game? It kind of reminds me of the observation games where you're like literally looking at a camera and you're like skipping through all the cameras and there's just like a thing. There's a story. I know that you have to do like some sort of like a ritual or something, right? Long story short, I greatly appreciate if you report any suspicious behavior. Okay, I want to do my second. Let's do future proofing because it was mentioned in the previous department, right? Let's go. I want to go. Okay. Is there a lot of people? These are the people that finds the stuff in the videos and then it gets sent to the department we were literally just at. And it's very hectic. I imagine the scene being like the Wolf of Wall Street thing with like a lot of TVs and stuff. March through the angry fob. Let's go. We are not beating around the bush. We are going to get our certification and then we are going to get the fuck out. So, near the televisions, there's people screaming over earpieces for a narrative team to adjust projections, all while watching graphs fluctuate in real time. Yeah, that reminds me of like Wolf of Wall Street, the stock market. Employees crowd around a whiteboard over stuff with bullet points and crude Sharpie illustrations of exploding aircrafts. Interesting. At a photo shoot, vintage Polaroid cameras snap shots of an actress receiving fake cocaine from a man dressed as a well-known politician. The director keeps telling her to pose more naturally. This is security camera footage, not cinema. Ooh, they're cheating. Staff is practically thrilled at themselves in the rotary phone coiled cords, trying to answer both and dial multiple calls at once. Each employee seems involved in keyed-in conversations with a statistician team are struggling to create worldwide recession without collapsing the economy. Okay, we want the boss. Knock on the door. Oh, we should have probably looked at it anyway. Goodness gracious, darling. You mustn't leave the portal of my atelier so great. Oh, atrociously agapped. My muse requires silence. Oh, piss off. I love these people. Oh, piss off. The only thing your muse needs is a dog muzzle. Yet again, a botched hysterectomy. Now you, get in here. Close the goddamn door so I can hear myself fucking calculate. Damn, which one is my boss? Beatrice and Felicity, you assume. At least you have no trouble telling them apart. My. His name is Felicity? Okay. I don't think I've ever had the privilege of encountering you before, darling. Would you happen to be the new hire that strapping hunk of a man in Bogard mentioned? And if you are, what the hell are you doing here? I already told him we don't have time to onboard some probation period dipshit. I'm too busy getting the fact the beer is wrong through a thick skull. That's so funny. This bitch is denser than the bleeded uranium. How rude. I'm here creating a masterpiece that will be remembered for generations, and all I hear is ingratitude. You know I can't rush perfection, you dull-witted. Oh, these people are so funny. I want to see what my task is. I will get on the good side by offering to solve this disagreement. I just want my certificate, but I will be nice, though. Actually, I believe you could do something useful for us, and biased third party is exactly what we need right now. Finally, we can agree on something. Don't worry, newcomer. It's nothing too complicated. We'll make it worth your while. Give me. On a scale from fucking squat to fucking everything, how much do you know about future-proofing? Nothing. Literally nothing. No need to be embarrassed. Even the greatest postmodernist icons in history started from nothing, although some never did graduate past finger painting level. To put it in pedestrian terms, our department is in charge with two particular mission statements: delivering results, maintaining narrative. So basically they're changing stories in media, right? My god. Don't ask me questions about the stuff that I am not reading. Because I am ready to do something practical. I'm gonna use clinical depression as an option, bro. Fine. What kind of tie do you need me to break? Okay, let me see. You gotta use the subpar dildo of a controller to operate future-proofing mainframe. You won't have admin rights to access top-secret files, but at least you get to read the projection proposal reports. They're documents that outline specific targets in our latest future-proofing project that needs to hit. There should be a few annotated comments in there left by me and Beatrice outlining stuff that our team absolutely needs to succeed. You should be able to tell them apart pretty easily because mine actually make a shred of sense. Okay, so we need to adjust different components of the initial proposal to evaluate how certain changes would affect our results. In case you care to bring in a hint of sensitivity and nuance to the discussion, unlike a certain someone, feel free to approach us. Okay, gimme. Give me my It's time. No. Holy shit. Was I supposed to read this thing? Okay. Maybe we go to the mainframe. Ooh, look at these. Ooh, look at these. Ooh. Good morning, ladies. Oh fuck. That was so fast. This future-proofing request comes directly from the head of substitution, Obuya. Unfortunately, due to a major encryptology department oversight caused by Mr. Aguilera, his lobotomy appointment has been scheduled for date. There's been another significant office-wide data leak, which confidential company information includes confidential company information. It is imperative that we contain the spread of this misinformation prior to the radium merging signing. Today's target is blah blah blah. I don't think I can access any of these. A known Romanian whistleblower who has been legally divulging leaked data to the public. Though people mostly view her claims as paranoid conspiracy theorist ramblings so far, she's attracted a rather large following of political dissidents who believe some Illuminati-esque organization is controlling the government from the shadows. We've already commissioned a doppelganger to... Okay, cool. Be sure to double check the project visualizer and submit your report. Okay, hold on. I feel like I need this. Your job is to further discredit her claims by killing all her known supporters, okay, making the leaks retroactively look nonsensical through historical revision strategies. Be sure to do so with no greater cost than, like, 100,000, or no greater cost than less than $1 billion, as our coffers are running thin with all the pre-partnership expenses. That goes without saying, for the love of God that is holy, please try to communicate with each other this time. If Beatrice accidentally doubles the death count for drama and Smith cuts corners on assassinations to fit the budget again, I'm pretty sure Mr. Bogard will be cutting me. Deceased? Oh my god, this guy who sends this is deceased. Okay. Felicity, that's Felicity. Hey team. We're not going to kill that many people. We're not going to turn their deaths into publicity stunt. We're not going to create multi-billion marketing campaigns to justify one measly fucking doppelganger. And we're not going to let the string bean shit talkers. Oh my god. Okay, so the department has struggled to recruit the funds we need. That means we turn off the violence button. We guarantee low fatalities. We give ourselves the biggest time frame possible to ensure we can coordinate this case properly. I don't care how many corners those fruit baskets and narrative have to cut. I'm keeping above the budget threshold this time, end of story. If Beatrice complains this isn't fair, or that this compromises our artistic vision, or that this unconvincing alternative could result in unintentional nuclear holocaust, she's probably right. Just tell her to piss off and do your jobs. You have a deadline to meet. Whoever complained to HR about my vulgar language, grow some balls, you fucking pussy. He's so funny. Oh, wow. Okay, so me. Very pretty. I love it. Artwork. A work in progress. I don't know what the fuck that is. Looks like a cartoon of sorts. Floor map of the office. Narrative notes. Hello, darlings. Beatrice here. Okay, so let me see. We'll be altering existing news reports, found footage, family photos to make look like she was a woman who went utterly mad after the death of her son, after which she became the leader of a deranged, bloodthirsty cult preaching nonsensical about the shadow government. The assassinations of her followers will thus be concealed under the guise of mass public suicide she herself requested. I do indeed mean a mass suicide. We're talking about thousands upon thousands of deaths in explosive, spectacular Eastern Europe have ever seen before, except for that one time. Not only will this guarantee extremely high global deception ratio, but it makes a truly poetic tale of heartbreak and lost purpose. We want high fatalities, violence, short time frame. Ignore Felicity if she complains that this plan... Wait. I thought Facility was facility. Oh my god, Felicity was a man. I'm very sorry. And also I said facility, which is exactly the same mistake my D&D groups, because I have a character named Felicity and they keep calling her facility. Okay, extra notes. Medicinal overdose, too cliche. Gun to head, also overdone, but possibly keeper. Do they want to do somewhere unexpected, maybe like a theme park? Chainsaw fight to the death, very visually striking, but a bit 1985 for my taste. Could be interesting if we meld some limbs to the next of kin though. Synchronized self-lynching off the edge of a hydroelectrical dam. Ooh, interesting, very good. Sex orgy gone wrong. Hey. Claim the data leaks were fake and don't kill anyone. Whoever suggested this, you're fired. I expect your letter of resignation and lobotomy appointment. Confirmation on my desk by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, so those are the notes. One of them wants no violence, no high death count, and like a long time frame, and the other one was like super duper duper. Okay, operation manual. Let me see. Global deception. How effectively your scenario will prevent normal people from noticing. Value must always remain above the upper line. Budget threshold. Value must never go under the lower line. To adjust, please fatality, time frame, media coverage. Oh my god, okay. You cannot reactivate these deactivated functions, which is very possible. Please proceed according to your supervisors. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Sorry, I just have to double check. Oh my god. Okay, so I can hack? What does that mean? Maximize global deception ratio without jeopardizing the budget threshold. So, global deception has to be always above the line. And budget has to always be below the line. So, if we do major... Oh, how do we hack? Oh, okay. So, short time frame. So I'm assuming what we want is this point, right? Or the 2 points? How does this work again? I don't know how this works. Value must always remain above the upper line. Value must remain below. So she wanted mass casualty, mass violence. And he wanted... How do I hack? Do I want to hack? Media coverage deactivated. Oh, I can't. Oh, can I? I cannot. Boo. Philly. This doesn't make sense. I need this to be as close to this. Maximize global deception ratio without jeopardizing the department's budget threshold. I feel a little bit stupid because I don't know how this graph looks. Because how does the budget go back up? time frame is longer, so budget is more steadily going down versus it's going like blip. And then the deception is up. So deception always has to be above the line? Below the line. Budget has to be above the line. Value must always remain above the upper line. Value must never go under the lower line. Must always be above the upper line? Oh no, I can't do it. Hold on. How does that work? Above this line? Trash. What's in the trash? Something. I don't think I could do it. Maybe we shut it down. It's a total pain in the ass. There's no way to make them both completely happy. Doesn't seem hopeless. You need... Wait, what do I... Okay, let me see. Maybe we search for documents. Maybe we go learn more about the narrative core. Is there anything she could say to us? Because she wanted like mass casualty, mass suicide. If we can talk her away from that, maybe it's best. No, okay, maybe not. Regarding future, which part is essential for narrative? Did she don't say everything? I don't know if you read Felicity's report yet, but there's no constructive criticism to be found whatsoever. It's just blatant refusal after blatant refusal. She won't let me use violence, won't agree to high fatality, won't even accept my wardrobe choices. Yeah, well. But the media coverage setting has been completely deactivated, so I can't quite tweak things as they ought to be. I may or may not have replaced the reactivation CD-ROM and missed my trinket collection, but Smith's fault for trusting me with that in the first place, wouldn't you say? Maybe we could find... Maybe we can find it in trash. Okay, so let me search for documents maybe, if I don't get in trouble. I've acquired future-proofing meeting notes. Okay. Can I review these notes? Oops. Nope. 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 Okay. Oh, notes. Ah! Let me have a look. Anything good? Someone's birthday. Welcomes. Report on recent activities. Project Starfish. Project Silk. Doesn't seem too important. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not important now, but maybe important later. Maybe get Felicity's input. Okay, which part is essential for the statistics team? Let me put it this way. Okay, so... Okay, that doesn't give me anything. Not that I really read it all. She's just not very happy with Beatrice. She should target a limited audience and still global appeal. Ideally for both. Maybe we go back to the mainframe again. There's no way to make them both happy. Low time frame. Low fatality. No violence. Violence. There's no way for us to... I wish we could hack it. Oh my god. So we should turn on violence, somewhat fatal, and somewhat fatal. Oh shoot, hold on. Short time wait, high fatality with violence. Long time frame. God, it's so expensive. Nah, there has to be violence. There's no way you can hack this with no violence, right? Has to be violence. Maybe not so much fatality. No, I can't do the global deception ratio. Okay. Who should we tell? I'm surprised that this option is still available even after we spoke to her. How did you crumble enough chit chat? A colorful magazine. What is she calculating? Ooh, we got a toy ad. Yeah, okay. We're getting documents that might help us in the future. Let's learn more about narrative. Oh, okay, so that's Beatrice.
Tomo capeme. Manno capite.
I'm so sorry for talking to you again. Okay, let me just announce a verdict. We'll see how it goes.
Ame yaoppa.
Okay. Both women finally turn to you. What will it be?
Ame yaoppa.
It has to be half and half. Suggest a controversial compromise to make them both happy. Let's do it. Just doesn't minimize, however, each woman's outrageously offended reactions. I beg your pardon? You might be compromise the quality of my craft? The entire company depends on it for survival. Okay. Do we have a guarantee? I need more time. Ah, fuck. Say cappuccino assassinino. Fuck, how do we do this? I need to be able to access the other stuff, no? Maybe we just click all the options. What is she gonna say? I ended up here, like the same many others would do to make men's eat. To make ends meet. There we go. My God. Not to throw myself my own pity party, but trying to make a living off one craft is excruciating these days. I was like, my character wasn't surviving and we didn't even make craft. We were just not surviving. Is she gonna give me anything to help us with the stuff? Like, can I convince her that the narrative is not so important and that, I don't know, budget is? Because, you know, that type of thing. She's talking about all about art. What is her painting about anyway? Oh, we got a news article. Another news article. And then I think if I do the same... Oh, I probably should have asked that. Gotta go back and ask it. Okay, what is she saying? I mean, that the visual and the statistics scenes is the stuff. Okay. We handle external perceptions of the event. For instance, we justified this time Prime Minister's newfound popularity by making him more likable to diverse demographics, or discrediting his competitor with a sex tape scandal. Do we improve the neighboring country's economy by drawing external attention to its tourism industry, or by distracting it from its recent power plant biohazard? Or do any of these scenarios contradict previous future-proofing cases in ways that could lead astute audiences to suspect meddling?
Fettoake.
Wow, so much.
Tomo kapeme. Rana simeo.
The budget over time thinks you have to do 5 things. Set max timeline, each casualty level, show minimum casualty timeline view, max casualty, full timeline. Yeah, so like at different points, right? Let me finish talking to this lady. Not that I truly care about what her thing is, because I don't care about people's histories. I care about getting my job done and escaping, you know? So we just pretend that she's saying something very, very important, but this is the thing that we care about. She's talking about all this stuff. We want to make sure we're in budget. Blah, blah, blah. How do you do that? Well, so we have to come up with both. Okay, so back to this. So much words. So many words. Not that there's anything in the trash can. I wish there was more we could do. Yeah, so this is the person that died. Oh. Cannot reactivate it. Okay, so I wish we can hack. Holy shit. Okay. So even high fatality, low timeline with violence, without violence? High. No, because the bottom line always goes under. So it has to be somewhat low fatality with violence. Short timeline. We basically want to maximize the blue. Has to be short timeline, I feel. I don't wonder. Is there a way to get them both above the line? I don't think so. Okay, so this went above the line, right? But the budget is out. Wow. That little tiny bit of violence or fatality is really doing it. Okay, let's see what options we have. I personally don't see an option, but we shall see. Can I look at my notes? This is somebody's obituary. Okay, these don't really make any sense to me. I don't have anything that will make them both happy. Do I? Just make up a convincing story, why not? Unfortunately, you're not exactly the most socially graceful. Oh, man.
Buvako tiga.
We boo-booed. Okay, I have to pick someone. I'm gonna say unless we come back to them and go to a different. Nah, let's give narrative team. I don't care about budget anymore. I kind of do, but also I don't care. So let's give them full budget. What the fuck? She says.
Spillegaprea.
Can't describe how happy it makes me. I'll admit, I thought you were a total pleb at first. Pleb. It's an absolute honor to meet a fellow appreciator of the fine arts during my time of crisis. Truly an honor. I just want my certificate. Yes, thank you. Goodbye. I'm so sorry. Please don't punch me. I'm so sorry. But I gotta go. Apologize. Peace. I'm out. And that is my Tuesday. Proceed to Wednesday. Next. I don't know if there was a better way to solve that, but it is. He's like, hey, you're doing really good. 2 out of 4 already? Amazing. Did you happen to find out anything about our little vermin investigation? Now let's make up some false evidence. This is good. Very good. Thank you for sleuthing, my friend. What did we say? One of code-worded conversation overheard next to a coffee machine shared by people with descriptions that match no one you've seen. Good enough. Okay. So cool. Don't you find that rather curious how comparable your respective circumstances seem? The fact that they haven't like triggered the microchip, but we're saying that people have been very weirdly, you know. Oh shit. Oh no, we thought it was our tracker, but it's actually his watch. Oh, well, gotta go. Okay, so he leaves, but I want to go. Should we go to evaporation? Let's go to evaporation. That sounds fun. Let's go. What is the task? I just love the puzzles in this. The story is really good, but I love the puzzles. I love doing stuff. And I love like the entire layout of this where you can like click into more. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. But you guys know, I like doing the killing myself. So we're going to play as much as this as possible. And then on Monday, we're going to go play a shooty game, which is right up my alley. This game does remind me of a different game that is kind of like this. Like, not a super text-based game, but it was also like you're investigating things and you get to click on different things and pull more information. That one was really fun as well. Okay, so evaporation in progress. Do not follow the voice. I want to be evaporated. Let's go. The room ahead is a middle-aged man sitting in that chair. The kind when you're visiting muggers. Wait, what? Oh my god, who the fuck is that? Hey there, you're here to help with my procedure? He looks happy, genuinely. Oh my god, he's a serial killer. Genuinely happy. It's not used to that around here. What's more, he's actually wearing something other than a stupid black turtleneck, and his eyes are bright with excitement rather than dull with exhaustion. No way in hell is this an employee. Could he be a customer? When you open your mouth to ask that question, you're left gagging on the stranger's ungodly breath hitting you from 10 paces away. It smells like warm rotting egg. Is that why his teeth are so gross? Oh. Who are you? What are you doing here? Answer me now. The man is short. You shrink back. Yeah, you shrink back from him as though towered by someone taller than Brigard. He is a senior evaporation supervisor. Mr. Kuraka, is something wrong? Not yet. Theodore, please remain seated. I need you to understand something, trespasser. Mr. Zdruskinski requested that his evaporation procedure occur with minimal outside interference. So why, pray tell, did you enter this room despite the sign outside specifically requesting not to? I don't know. I can't leave. I'm so sorry. I gotta go.
Akinukama.
Ah, you must be the one Obuyo spoke of. I'm surprised he wasn't lying about bringing new blood to our department. We had no company recruitments assigned since this restructuring in 99. Well, you have to excuse my prior hostility, but you'll also have to excuse my current unavailability. I'm in no position to be supervising your initiation, let alone your certification. As I'm sure you can tell, we're incredibly short-staffed, and Mr. Zadrusinski can't exactly evaporate himself. We can let him try. I love how this guy's really happy. He's like, yeah, I'm about to get evaporated. How fun. Wee. Okay, but we need one.
Komitisimu.
Very well. I suppose indulging a single onlooker would be unreasonable request. That being said, I must insist that my client's procedure remain the utmost priority. I won't just hand out certificates to someone who sits back and watches or relies strictly on theoretical knowledge. I need to witness some resolve befitting of the responsibilities inherent to our department, which is why you'll be getting your hands dirty. Oh my god, I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't care. Common. Oh. Please retrieve the briefcase containing Theodore's case file and a pair of pliers from the bottom shelf of that cabinet. 7862. 7862. Yes, I love it. Do not leave fingerprints anywhere inconvenient. Only retrieve the items I requested. Oh my god, he's strapping his limbs and neck to a dentistry chair. His chest rises and falls with deep, fearful breaths as his twinkling eyes now focus on the pliers in your shaky hand. Oh god. Would you rather hold his head or pull his teeth? Why is he doing this again? I'm gonna pull his teeth. I like how this is the one that I want to select, but I'm also going to select this one, you know? I suspect your underestimation of the importance and intensity of our department's responsibility. As you may have learned during orienteering, our department handles the physical interference components of replacement procedures. This can mean abducting high-priority targets, securing volatile assets, and even assassinating potential nuisances. Relatively standard liquidation process, really. Our true goal is much simpler and more compassionate, however. Furthermore, it actually predates Cinecorp's reconfiguration into a corporate entity. He's an assassin. Okay, so we gotta pull his teeth out. He's right, you know, me and dentists do not get along, so I probably squirm a lot. Ha ha ha. What is wrong with him? How is he still like enthusiastic? Yes, we have to pull out 32 teeth. Ah, fuck. Nah, we're doing it. I don't care. Let's go. How do I do it? Good question. Best take a look at the briefcase. Yes, let's do that. Oh no, I don't know how to do that. Ah, shit. 7862. Fuck. Nah. Come back once I Oh, let's look at documents. Incriminating evidence. Hey, yo. What kind of incriminating evidence? New employment, the new employee, the student. Okay, so a medical student at Redacted University. I was inculcated with the principle of medical ethics. Upon arriving in this department several years ago, I was shocked to discover that some of these principles have been flouted, and what is more, Mr. Kuriko himself. For a reason I cannot diverge, I would nevertheless oblige to accept the state of affairs under the advice and must be understood of Mr. Brigard. I'm sure that Mr. Brigard is familiar, blah, 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 blah. Is there anything that can help me with the code? Mr. Kuriko is nothing less of a sadist at heart. He presumed delights in crippling each of his client's fingers one by one. Oh my god. That's crazy. I mean, is it really that crazy? But I don't feel like it's that crazy. Maybe we chat with Theodore to try and find out what his passcode is. Hey there, stranger. He's really looking forward to this. Ask away. Can I unlock this? Sorry, he doesn't allow me to answer that. Said it would help teach other employees to practice empathy and active listening. If you want the answer, you have to pay attention to what I say and guess the answer. Damn. Okay, why are you going through this? Let me see. I helped between foster homes a few times, tried to become an artist, failed, got married to someone I didn't like, had 2 kids I never want. Oh, my only pride. 5530. Oh, I got the passcode. Well, thank you, good sir. Don't care about your thing, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, there are papers. What was he reading? Evaporation interview transcript? State your name for the record. Dimitri, age 40, profession, professor of seminology. How long have you been wishing that you could just disappear, vanish into thin air? Wow, these people are like basically killing themselves, but by being evaporated. Okay, so that is all you have for now. I am going to take a break. 5530, I believe, is the password. Ta-da! I'm good at listening. What is it? Ooh. Ooh. Theodore from Poland. I think they're good. He's got no dental history. He's allergic to pollen, selfish. He's lactose intolerant. He's a blood donor. Oh, good on him. He's got a lot of surgical history. He's got his appendix removed. He got a hairline fracture. He got a deep cut in the left quadricep. Battering-induced concussion. Gallbladder removed. Inguinal hernia. I don't even know what the heck that is. He's got laser eye surgery. He's got retinal alteration surgery. Oh my god, by the same guy, Kurokoa. Damn. So he hasn't had any dental? Maybe you ask him if he has some, like, dental trauma. Do you have dental trauma? Dad was a dentist. More importantly, he was an alcoholic, a violent one. At first, he only go after my mother, calling her names, breaking things. But then he could take his anger out on me. Started small, some name calling, sent me to bed hungry if I didn't brush my teeth. So pretty soon it got dangerous. He'd scream and spit at me if I had bad breath. Said he'd never help a patient as disgusting as me. He beat me upside the head if he caught me eating processed sugar. Even stabbed me in the arms with dental picks. If he ever thought I didn't flush, even though I did, he was usually too drunk to tell the difference. Yeah. It was just really small, the text. Probably could have enlarged it somehow, maybe? He drank himself to death. Not taking care of my teeth somehow became a way to get it back at him, you know? He couldn't hurt me anymore. Okay, so... I got so scared reliving that kind of situation and find out every dentist out there would be as bad as he. I never went to the dentist, not even once in my entire life. Oh, okay. Oh, man. He's gonna have so much... Maybe we can convince him that he doesn't need all his teeth pulled out. That's a lot of teeth. 32 teeth. Do we have to do this? Aren't there less drastic ways to evaporate him? He does not care. I've offended him. I realize you're so unfamiliar with our craft, so I will not hold the suggestion against you, but I understand your request is tantamountably travesty. Providing anesthetic will go against our department's historical values of providing consensual self-erasure during a process as drastic and dramatic as evaporation, it is perfectly natural for our client to lose faith in the decision. Whether due to suffering or second thoughts, but anesthesia denies the possibility of backing out in the heat of the moment. And considering Theodore's aversion to orally evasive interference, it's imperative to provide him with these opportunities so he could back out. Secondly, I would ask you to consider how much pain this man is willing to put himself through already, whether by the removal of his fingerprints, by forced to leave loved ones behind without goodbye. Evaporation is an intensely punishing experience, even for those determined souls. If we, the technicians, Theodore entrust to his fate to suddenly block out a fraction of the agony he endured, his faith in our process would be annihilated, failing to match his determination or failing to remain stoic when he needs reassurance most. That would only insult his sacrifice and makes disturbing his... Oh, wow, okay. He kind of makes a point. Ooh, I don't like the fact that I think he makes a point, but he kind of makes a point, you know? So he does care about treating his clients with empathy. Oh. Okay. Let's get ready. My guy's gonna be awfully traumatized by the end of it. But... Oh, he's hyperventilating. Oh no. I'll keep him from dashing as best as I can, and removal itself won't be difficult since his teeth are already so decayed, but you'll be causing extreme play with every pull, so be strong, brace yourself. Ah, fuck. Oh, let's do it. There's no way for a less violent alternative. That probably is for a less violent alternative, but we're just gonna go get our certification, I mean. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm so sorry. 32 times in a row. I'm so sorry, my guy. Oh god. A single jerk and practice motion. He slips his fingers through his hair. Grabs hold of a fistful. Jerks his head back with great force. Do you consent to this extraction? The choke gurgles creep up his throat. Wordless feral noises. Start with the most... Oh god, this is so bad. So it begins. Your fists tremble as your pliers are shoved down his gullet. The man writhes and retches, but he holds him firmly in place. Ah, we're gonna pull his teeth out. Ah, no. Oh no. Oh god, and then the sound of crunching porcelain, squelching. You stumble back. His screams have turned into sobs. Do we have to do this 32 times? Surely it doesn't hurt that bad because the teeth is already broken. Fingers crossed. We're gonna have to keep pulling. Oh god, the squelching noises is terrible. Do you still consent to this extraction? Wow, that was only one? Oh no. He nods his head. We gotta keep going. Hears you keep... Wait. The hint of admiration curves across his impassive face. Though he doesn't share your fear, clearly respects you to show resolve in the face of such horrors. Here's to hoping you keep that respect. Let's keep going. Ah ha 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 ha. God. Do you still consent to this? It gives you another nod. Does he actually... consent though? Okay, let's go. Oh god, no. You have to put your back into it. Oh shit. Ah, this... That's when you hit your limit. You demonstrated unparalleled resilience until now, the tiny flood of visceral sensation and a final nail in the coffin. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, we passed out. We totally passed out. You're still in the evaporation department. Only now it's surprisingly quiet. There's no more rancid breath smell. Is Theodore gone? You sit, straining to sit up straight. You're immediately greeted by a statue-stiff Kazu. He greets you with the arms crossed over his chest. Yet, against all expectations, he flashes you a little smile, amused by your fearful reaction. While your physical health leaves a lot to be desired, but your willpower was certainly something to behold. You'll have to beg my pardon for not replacing your clothes with clean ones or placing you somewhere more comfortable. I had to ensure that those procedures will be completed promptly. He's currently in post-treatment infirmary, indulging in painkillers, but he did ask me to send you his kindest regards, I think. His enunciation was rather lacking after losing so many teeth. I confess, your tendency to faint at the sight of blood means that I'm unlikely to reassign you to a similar procedure in the future. But the fact that you kept giving your all and doing your best to maintain composure as to not alarm Theodore, that took tremendous willpower and tremendous consideration for our patient's well-being. One may even call a mark a true evaporation representative. Yes, we got the goddamn certificate. Ugh. Hi, Azorian. How are you doing? Oh my god, you missed the scariest bit. And he gave us a knife. A dissolvable camembert knife. Oh. It melts down on contact with hemoglobin plasma, converting itself as a liquid indistinct from the victim's blood. Sharp enough to pierce 2-inch armor plating, yet totally untraceable upon use. I wouldn't just trust anyone with this. You've earned mine in spades. I feel safe handing you this. Oh, we got a little thing. What certification? We're getting certification for each of the departments in this truly fucked up company. It's crazy. I'm good. Thank you for asking. We have 3 out of 4. This game is fucked up. Oh, give me the heebie-jeebies. It's a very wordy game though. And I think if you like what you have seen, definitely play it yourself so you can read through everything. But me reading out loud has really hurt my throat, so I'm no longer reading every single word out loud. But I want to see how it ends. I'm not going to play through the entire thing. I'm going to play through the entire thing, off stream. But... Ooh, so we got a knife. And when we got increased physical faculties, and we're about to get our last certificate. I think Carabit is a real knife. So it's Thursday. We have one more department to go. There you are. Okay. Okay, so I am going to leave it here because it is 10:30. Ugh. And I have to go to work tomorrow. And we will be speed running Resident Evil Requiem tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to get sub 2 hours. Fingers crossed. But yeah, this is Inhuman Resources. So if you like it, go check it out. If this is your type of game, I assume there will be more puzzles and stuff towards the end because we've only just started, right? That's true. If you put enough effort, you can cut things with a spoon. Oh my god. I'm going to come up with a plan. And we got our certification. She just gave us the certification. So we got all of our certifications. Oh my god. Actually, we're going to keep going. We got all of our certifications. We're going to go into the bottom section. We are certified to be certified. We got our certification certified. Please don't puke. Please don't puke. Almost instantaneously, you realize why people call this place the Hive. The reason isn't nearly so fun as they make it out to be. Standing on the balcony surrounded by iron bars, you overlook a cavernous room that dwarfs the reception lobby, both in size and sinister intent. The place looks like an airport hangar, whose walls were made from giant geometric concrete slabs bathed in a silver glow. The cement floor is polished to a mirror sheen, reflecting the blinking displays in the area's myriad machines, yet rather than the hum of engines or overworked processes, you only hear endless gurgles. You approach the balcony's edge, searching for the noise's source. The moment you find it, you're forced to grab the iron bars before your knees give out. Below, at the bottom of a winding stairway, lay thousands upon thousands of identical cylindrical devices, each roughly the size of a full-grown man. Oh my god. There's like Resident Evil. They appear to be made of sheet metal, plexiglass, and wood panels you find at an old station wagon. All of them are packed densely together like trees in a too crowded forest, forming winding pathways throughout the lab coat-clad figures circulate. Inside each cylindrical rests an identical replica of a same human toddler. Of the same human toddler suspended in an overwrought bubbling fluid. No, human isn't the right word. Each child clearly has grey skin, no different in colour than the room slate walls. Their bodies are hairless, including lashes and eyebrows. Their facial features strangely blank and devoid of true identity. Oh, this is where they keep all the people. Hello, Toaster Demon, how are you doing? This is their doppelgangers. Oh, the nursery. That makes sense. Oh my god. We gotta find some evidence though. Oh shit. Oh shit. Try to pick the lock. Oh no. Should we insert our certificate into the slabby? Oh, permission to peruse its most confidential content is far more trickier. Oh shit. He saw us coming down here. Goodness, I have my sincerest apologies. I have no intent to startle you, let alone spoil your first viewing of our precious newborns. I know I certainly like having peace and quiet when I admire the potential of Simicorp's children. You like my hair? Thank you. That's quite a picture. I hope you bought a Molotov. Yeah, I know he's quite scary. So, I mean, no disrespect, but what is the meeting for this? I put in a request for nursery access weeks ago. The fact that we're even standing here proves the prerequisites were complete. Why are we still being locked out of doing our jobs? Oh my gosh, she's totally gonna die, by the way. She's totally gonna die. Ah, yes, I'm afraid all I can offer are condolences, Ms. Sings. As you are aware, we have increasing alarming concerns regarding an internal data breach due to suspicions of a potential turncoat among our ranks. Thus, in a bid to protect our most confidential assets, non-managerial nursery access is completely and indefinitely prohibited. Oh no. I totally gave him the idea on Wednesday. No, you didn't. After you reported those suspicious individuals to me, I tracked down staffers who matched the description. Then I personally interrogated each and every one of them. Oh no. As you can imagine, all suspects came to be innocent at first, but put in a little elbow grease. It's amazing how forthcoming people can be. Now, their respective stories didn't quite add up to a complete picture. However, each and one mentioned rumors of an employee seeking access to the nursery. It could be they meant you and not the trader, of course, but coincidence can dissuade us from taking precaution, especially when our well-being of our staff is involved. Oh no. After the partnership? Oh no. Ask him to make an exception just for today. Yeah, I fucked up. I don't remember what the other option was, but I assumed that was the let's see if he'll gonna let me. Believe me, I'd love to make an exception, but this company has survived countless hardships of adhering to proper procedure down to the finest detail. Oh shit. Oh no, unrelenting assistance is becoming too suspicious. Oh shit. Oh dear. There's a second time of schedule today, isn't it? Don't worry. No worries, friends. Just a little office humor. Oh no. Okay, so rules are rules. That little mischief of yours is strike 2. Be careful not to slip up. And be strike 3. Oh no. Ah, we fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. I don't feel like there was an actual choice there. Oh no. I'm just wallowing pain at home after fucking up. I got all 4 certificates. And I didn't get the thing. We're gonna get some protein powder. We gotta get our protein up. Physical faculties, let's go. We're not drinking. We gotta be out of tip-top shape for when we're escaping this goddamn place. Good grief, get it together. I didn't hack your phone so I could watch this, damn. Seems you messed up so bad that I even want to know what's going on. We're trying to bust this company that is like super duper. They're like replacing people with doppelgangers, right? And we're like, we got a job here and now we can't leave because they put a fucking like non-disclosure microchip tracker in our palm, and if we think about betraying the company or doing anything, it's going to like inject us with lethal doses of drugs and then we die. But this guy, L, is like trying to help us leave, and we need to get like some sort of information to leak to him so he can leak it to the public to take down the company. But it's like, why are you right here? What the heck? So he's just telling us to... Is he gonna give me anything? So everyone will be at a cocktail party tomorrow, and we're gonna go and get some stuff. So we have to do it. We have to do it. I don't have any questions. How do we get in? Actually, that's a good question. You're kidding. It's padlock, a weird one, but still. Oh my god, I don't have any skills. Helping them buy Cinemacorp sounds dangerous. Don't worry too much. Radium Corp is having big money troubles. They're trying to partner up for survival, not because they want to. Might sound good on paper, but their goals mostly align when it comes to omnipresence control. If we leak Cinemacorp's data is two... In short, if we leak Cinemacorp's data is 2 birds, 1 stone. Average work conditions in 2026. Can't escape. Okay. What is the data? What does this data look like? Release specimen catalog. I don't know much about what it looks like. Too much paper for 2 people carry without a flatbed truck, but more pages you could steal the better. What's inside the catalog? Essentially a database of every single doppelganger the company has ever dispatched to replace a real person. Names of victims, reasons for deployment, information about... Okay. So just like a lot of shit. Oh, man. Okay, we need to find it. Okay. Should we go? Who are you really? What are you really after? Oh! The face you see on your screen flickers. Its expression grows unhinged. Static distort features warp into unrecognizable shapes, and white noise builds into a roar that gnaws at your brain. The only recognizable part of L that remains is a single bulging, bloodshot eye. Sounds like you're insinuating something. Let me set the record straight. I want what you want. I want freedom. The power to control my own life. Not letting monsters move me on a chessboard like all the other pawns they made. And the only way either of us can get that, the only way anyone can get that is by burning Cinemacorp to the ground. If that's not enough for you to trust me, then you're shit out of luck, because I'm not saying anything else until I know I'm safe from the hellhole's influence. And if you want to know how far I'm willing to go for freedom, he's gonna... Oh my god. Your non-disclosure microchip begins to flicker. Beneath your skin, a component shifts, exposing a sharp pierce underneath, a needle to administer your lethal injection. Did L disable the frequency that keeps it from hearing your conversations? I hope you realize you better do exactly what I tell you to do. That means you'll raid the damn nursery, you'll find the release specimen catalog, and you'll burn Send corpse to the fucking ground. Then after I made snow angels and all the ashes, I'll tell you everything. Hello, Dante Cat. Have I made the conditions of our agreement exceptionally clear? Yes. Agree to exchange answers. Sorry, I didn't mean to lose my cool there. I promise I'll tell you everything as soon as you come back. We're too close to the end to be struggling with second thoughts. I can't let these past decades... Wow, past decades? Holy crap. I promise to tell you everything. Okay. We gotta go. Holy shit. He is evil. Who do I think he is? I feel like he's a doppelganger of some sort. Maybe. So we're at a cocktail party and we need to go down into the nursery. Disco. Not disco. I need to track down fast. Maybe we look for hiding spots and see... Do we find her? Wait. You're right. Wait, hold on. The bathroom. You run over to the door, mark the shared sex icon, stepping into the room that smells like a bathroom. The sound of Bragar's vinyl music fades into the background. The place appears empty, but then you listen to a sound. Is it rattling? Oh God, what's happening? What is happening? Sounds as a woman were gasping her last breath, letting out weak cries of pain as something disembowels her. Is there more than one person in there? Are you sure they're both alive? I want to find out. What the fuck? Barge into the bathroom stall. Are they... Hold on a minute. Are they doing some intimate act? Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. They were doing something. Oh shit. Here's a single-use skeleton punch card key. Open any security lock or sealed building, lickety-split. If you take this and leave and never tell anyone what you saw, we won't have a problem. Yes, let's go. We got a thing. Hey, over here. Oh my God, we can't believe it. That actually worked out, other than the fact that we disturbed their... You know. So, we have a key. We need to go calm her down. She may know something you don't. We're gonna calm her down. I don't care. 5:45, barely 4 hours remain. Once the clock hits 10 o'clock, the whole office will be put in lockdown for the weekend. Every person in the building will be forced to evacuate, so we have to go. I don't know where the release specimen catalog will be hidden, but it won't just be sitting out in the open. Retrieving the data we need won't be quick nor easy. Okay, we gotta go. Oh, it's you two. What a relief. Beg your pardon, friends. I saw someone heading for the elevator. I was worried the little rat I've been hunting was trying to slip away unnoticed, but I'm happy to see it was my favorite employee, seeking a moment of respite with all the mandatory merriment. He likes us, but I feel like he knows that it's us. What kind of emergency? Oh shit, what should I say? Oh no. Oh no. If we throw her under the bus, it feels like he's playing with this rude, right? It feels like he knows us. If we throw her under the bus, it might get her in trouble. If we say that we know who the rat is, I said we need to use the toilet, but the ones down here are occupied. Let's do that. That's quite the predicament indeed, considering the circumstances. I suppose a rare exception of corporate policy is in order. Okay, I'll momentarily excuse your absence until this matter is resolved, but I do be advised. Oh no, he totally knows. He totally knows. He totally knows. No matter how urgent the situation at hand, and my our what the fuck? I don't even know what that word is. Oh god. Okay, so we have to leave by 10. He's gonna let us go, but we're gonna have to leave. Oh my god. Can we? Wait, the once reflective cement floors has been drenched in gallons of human blood. Its surface smeared in so much crimson it looks like fresh paint. Pale shapes pepper the pool of scarlet as dismembered scientist bodies lay butchered in the dozen, surrounded by bare footprints that lead deeper into the department. All of the doppelgangers. What the hell happened? It was nowhere near this bad yesterday. You look to her for answers, but she seems as baffled as you are. Her deathly pale complexion becomes sickly green. I don't know. I heard reports of a containment breach this morning, but they should have gotten under control by now, unless they were forced to leave the cocktail party before they could resolve the issue. Well, that's just great. The people in charge might be too busy getting drunk and dancing on the penalty of death to be fixing this murderous disaster instead. Oh my god, we need to unlock it. Let's use the skeleton key. We might need the knife for something else. You've lost the skeleton key. As the padlock emits chirping death throes, she shoves past the once barred door and leads you down the balcony, winding stairs. Her shoes echo against the concrete across the entire nursery. Follow me and stay close. I don't know if it would be safe, but I have a vague idea where the catalog is. As far back of this room is the dispatch area, where the matured doppelgangers are set up to substitution for the final processing, right before the public deployment. If any place keep a record of which ones have been deployed and why, it's there. God, this sounds scary as fuck. There's like doppelganger corpses? Oh yeah, because they're trying to keep it under control. Okay. Oh my god. That was fucking terrifying. Sick to your stomach, you feel heart beating faster than a hypersonic jackhammer. Okay, we're going to... Okay, so how... Wait. Oh, so what is happening? I'm jumping ahead. There is no sign of a handle, keyhole, or punch card slot. However, only a familiar keypad, identical to those found inside the company elevator. Well, almost identical. Holy shit, I do not know. Today just sucks. Your instinct is to brute force the password by trying every possible combination, but a control panel this size that suggests the cipher will be of equal girth. Testing every variable one by one could take literal hours, assuming any fails don't set up alarms or lock you out of future attempts. Over here, I found something. What did she find? Please be a password. Maybe one of them contains a clue. Let's look at the paperwork. We found doppelganger instructions. Let me quickly take a look. Is there anything that needs us? You're not here to cuddle them. You may pinch their cheeks. If a specimen cries, it's trying to manipulate you. All children are manipulators deep down. One game is permitted. We activate the mirror neuron. Smile and they'll smile back. Yawn and they'll yawn back. Make the most horrifying face you can muster. Twist your features. Speak to them in a threatening voice and make them repeat after every word. Make them cry and gnash their teeth all above. Else don't let them look away. Okay, so this might be useful for later. Maybe if we like see them, one of them face to face. Oh, should we reactivate this thing? Some trial and error to get the order right, but after a few irritating minutes to set the punching in the red and key ever possible order, you left filthy fingers and a welcome screen. Okay, let me fucking have a look. Oh my god. Actually, let's go to the help first. Welcome to the nursery. Blah 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 blah. Is there anything that could help us in any area? Gestation, education, cosmetics dispatch. Okay, that makes sense. Warning. What's the warning? Please consult urgent in resources folder. Okay. Baby trash can? Nope. Resources folder. Resources urgent. Why does Kanye West consider him a Nazi even though he is black? I have no idea. I do not think about Kanye West ever. Okay, how do I... They've killed at least 7 personnel members. That's terrible. Rest in peace to those people. I love how the social event is mandatory and that emergency protocols doesn't matter because you have to attend the dinner. That's so funny. Oh, okay. To access any Z7 lockdown restricted areas or release in my absence, please following. Okay. High-risk areas have been sealed by a 24-inch thick blast door and can only be unlocked by inserting a single 12-digit code into the corresponding keypad. To obtain this keypad, please use the decryption key attached below to access the password generator program. Oh, fuck. Upon opening, you must complete a variety of bureaucratic assignments within a limited time frame to prove you are neither a robot nor an employee with unauthorized nursery access. After completing the procedure, you will be prompted to enter 2 dispatch passcodes. Oh, fuck, I don't have the dispatch passcode key. Now disk, I mean. Education center and cosmetic center. So I need to go over there. Oh my god. This is all my fault. I killed them all. I swear I didn't mean to. They're all dead because of me. Who wrote this? Oh, well. Rest in peace, this person. So they're just saying, do not trust the doppelgangers if they cry. So, a map. Okay, that doesn't really matter. I don't care for the map. Binary. Nope. Okay. Okay, we need to go to the right place. Yes, you get the passcode. This, be quick. We don't have much time. Yes. Promise you be careful out there. I don't want a friend to die. Oh, we're friends. That's so cute. Where will you go? Okay, we are going to leave it here because it is 11 p.m. We're getting to a juicy bit. Oh my god. We need to go to both the cosmetics and education center to get the passcodes, and then we're probably going to meet a doppelganger, and then we're going to have to somehow trick the doppelganger into not killing us. But I'm conflicted. Should I keep enjoying the stream, which I don't see that often? Should I remind the stream that they were planning to finish a while ago? No, I really appreciate you being here, Azorian. It's okay. I actually have to go because it's 11 p.m. But I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you were able to watch for a bit. And yeah, this game, interesting. It's not a game that I usually play. It's very, very text heavy. But the story is really good. And I love the little like puzzles and activities you have to do. And I'm keen to see where this leads me, but I don't think we'll finish it on stream. Yeah, Orwell was the game that I was talking about before with all like you like have to like search the documents and stuff. Really good game as well. But if you like this one, check it out. yeah, it's quite good. It's like very horror, you know, adjacent. So I quite like it. Let me get out of this game. But yeah, big shout out to the publishers for sending me a key. I really enjoyed it. I think yeah, hopefully maybe if in the future they could get things like potentially voice acted, that would be super cute. That would be super cool. But yeah, for stream it's a little bit tough because I'm reading everything and my throat hurts, but very, 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 very fun. Really scary. I'm surprised how, like, I wouldn't say freaked out I am, but in the sense of, like, I'm surprised about the story, and it's, like, it's very impactful, and the sound effects are really well timed and crazy, and it builds the atmosphere. So I like it a lot. But that is it for Inhuman Resources. Please check it out if you like it. Maybe play it for yourself. And I will be back tomorrow to speed run. That's true. I could make it a smaller segment as well. I think the thing is, right, like I wanna just like get to the next puzzle. I'm like, in my mind, I'm reading through everything and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then I have to remember that you guys, you know, probably aren't reading, so I have to like backtrack. But, you know, super duper duper fun. But we will be back tomorrow for Resident Evil Requiem speedrun. Fingers crossed for sub 2 hours. This would be like I guess like a second. I mean, this would be our first attempt with the Infinite RPG, so it's gonna be super fun. So if you like that sort of stuff and you don't care for watching, not really spoilers, I guess spoilers, join us for that. We're gonna skip through all the cutscenes, so it's not really a spoiler, right? But you still get spoiled by the fights and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, join us for that. And yeah, and then on Monday, we'll start playing another game, and that one's a shooter. Really good music, really good art from what I have seen. So I'm very excited for that. And some Resident Evil, like, Easter eggs as well, apparently. So excited to find that. So we'll play that on Monday. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me. And yeah, I hope you guys have a really good day or night wherever you are. And as always, please stay safe, be happy,